Count down to oh, what they mean by that? So how do we move that though? We move that like that. Not the Q and A, honey. Oh, we can do it like that. Start Q and A. Let's see what that's all about. What's good with you? Oh, that's all. That's like all in the way. What's cracking with it, Westwood? What's up with the Loadster? What's up with you, Brody? So I'm just trying to figure this out because I seen that you could have the Q and A, but dang, can't even have the Q and A. What's on the agenda today, man? What's good with everybody? Got my little cup of coffee. Good Fridays, Friday vibes. Man, I was so proud of my family. Like all the babies in the family, man. They graduated yesterday. It's crazy because I look at that. People don't understand how much, like in my family, that shit is like an accomplishment, right? We don't graduate in the family, homie. And I had a lot of relatives that graduated, and people I knew graduated yesterday. Big ups to all the family, all the nieces, nephews, and cousins. It was dope. It was dope. Damn, I wanted to do this. I'm trying to figure this out, fellas. All right, we're gonna let's put that right there, though. I don't know. Out here camping. Let's go. See, you living the good life, my bro. You living the good life. What up, Big James? What's cracking with you, brother? Shit. Waking up on this Saturday, man. It's kind of interesting because my family came to that little graduation, and a lot of times like people don't talk in the family till till you really just like one of them things bring people together. It was cool to have like the family together, but my family's dysfunctional. Oh yeah, nah, for real. Yeah, nah, for real. I understand that. What up, man? That shit real quick. There we go. I'm just gonna do it like that, bro. I'm gonna do it like that. Put that right there. Start A and Q. There we go. God is good though. But yeah, bro. It was cool to have the family I ain't seen in a minute. I seen some of my relatives and for the better cause of the family. Let's go. Yeah, Bitcoins, we gonna get this money today, man. Big Tiki in the building. Let's get this money today, man. God bless you, fam. Bitcoins, Bitcoins. All high salute to everybody out there. What's up, bro? Tuning in after a long time. What up, Big Bench? What you doing, my brother? Salute. Family, everything good? Yeah, not for real. We all good, man. Couldn't say that we ain't blessed. We blessed. Hell yeah. Are you WWE fanatic? I'm not. I'm not even WWE fanatic. If you were 3 inches D, I heard that one. I heard that one. Um, that's like that joke right there is already kind of like a lot of people say it, bro. So it's not even as funny as it used to be. A lot of people actually say that. So yeah, that's not really a newer joke. You got to get some original trolling, bro. When do you like when do you like them? Let's see real quick. I never watched WWE. All I did was really to be truthful. I watched the SmackDown. What do you what do you like then? I like football. I like the health kick. I like to go to the gym. I like to go to the gym. I like football. You know, I like to be outside fishing. Hell yeah, absolutely blessed. Love this Christ. Keep your hey, you good, man? We miss you over here too. Do you enjoy women's volleyball? I don't. I never watched women's volleyball in my life. I like SmackDown too. Well, I like the SmackDown when The Rock was involved with it, man. What up? How you doing, fam? Salute. You like to go to jail? Nah, I've been to jail a couple times, bro. And I don't like jail. I've been to prison too, and I don't like prison. It's not for everybody. And it shows me boom, Rondo or Messi. I'm going I would have to say Rondell. Where you from? I'm from Denver, Colorado. We from the box state business. Yeah, we from Colorado. Colorado in the house. We all the fake. We all fake, bro. What to see the real thing? It's either boxing. Yeah, boxing is my probably my favorite out of all of them. Is the most. Are you in prison right now? Nah, nah. I'm not in the penitentiary. D town all day. Let's go. Hey, and I'm gonna hit you up after this live, bro. I'm gonna up, chop it up with you about something. I love the SmackDown. Connor Cole. Who's that? Who's that actually? What ethnicity? I'm Spanish, Puerto Rican, native, and Mexicano. Yep. That's I got a lot of them in me. I'm like a mutt. Russian prizes. Russian prizes. What is a Russian prize? Shout out to you guys, man. Hit that sub, hit that like, share, notification bell. And please, if you could, you see that profile pic on top right there? Hit that and go check out my last video. We promoting it. We trying to get back in the algorithm because YouTube was playing around with me. Was playing around with Savage, man. Write it down in the capital letters if you smell what the rock is cooking. If you smell what the rock is cooking. Looking like a gay vampire, mate, from the early movies. I don't even know I never even watched one vampire movie, bro, besides maybe the Twilight. That's it. So if you watching vampire movies, you might be gay, buddy. Are you aboriginal, mate? What does that even mean? I'm sorry, I don't even know what that means, my bro. I'm original, just original block baby though. I've been hyping your vids. Let's go, Rada. That's what I'm talking about. To the real ones right there. Take this as a compliment. You look like a little like flag from, I don't even know who that is, bro. Who's that, a cartoon? Invincibles? Yeah, I think that's a cartoon. Said, did you see the shooting on the east side? Those kids only 14 crazy. Yeah, it's because it's sad, bro. Everybody's dying out here, my homie. Like we talk about this every single day, man. People dying out here for no reason. Like people are just killing each other for no reason. Disposable, my homie. It's not a good look either. Youngsters, stay away from gangs, man. Stay away from gangs. Blade. Let's go. Okay. The Blade. Yeah, I seen that movie back in the day. Back in the day, Cafe. Nah, bro, you watched Twilight. Hey, my wife. You know, my wife watched it. I watched it. I watched it a couple times. You know, it's not my cup of tea. But you know, it is. I mean, I like the war scene. I like the war scene. The war scene was dope. What's up, my dude? Watts with it. Good morning. What's cracking with it, Brody? Salute to the PJs, man. Salute to all my project people, man. Yeah, but it was a good Friday though. I had a lot of fun seeing my nieces and nephews and everybody graduate yesterday. Got to see the family. Arsenal, boom. Looking like a gay vampire villain that battles Blade at the end of the movie. Who won though? Blade won? Ask a question. Shit, why you don't have a real profile pic? That's my question to you. Why you don't have a profile pic, bro? Bro, why you rocking the white boy spikes? Man, because sometimes you just gotta pop out and show them. Decent Frost. I'm about to do the Yugi Mon. You think this is high, homie? Do you think this is high? I'm about to hit him with the young Yugi, fool. Pecan Frost. Bro, forehead didn't get the memo. Don't be hating, homie. Don't be hating, big homie. Bro, I never seen you without a hat. Yeah, fool, because I could actually pull off a hat, pull off braids, pull off a fade. I could pull off anything. I'm all rounded, homie. They call me a handyman in this bitch. Bro, I never seen you without tattoos. Why y'all clowning on my bro? Let them clown, homie. We get the money, man. We get the money, but y'all, if you guys are clowning, y'all better hit the gift. Y'all better hit off some gifts. You got Mexican, you look like a Russian. Shit, it's all good, man. Russian with some beautiful ass eyes, bro. Can you say happy birthday to my friend? What up, Dixie? What up, Dixie? Shout out to Dixie, man. Happy birthday to the homie. Homegirl. Homie look fruity as fuck. Shout out to y'all, man. So check this out though. I'm gonna start doing these. I'm gonna start doing these things because I found out the key, and I'm not gonna tell you the key, but bro, I was so happy, like, to be truthful, even to you trolls, you like trolls that just troll. That's all you guys do, right? Man, YouTube showed me a lot of love this month, man. YouTube showed a lot of love with the check, with the dinero. You know what a dinero means, man? That dinero with the money, man. They showed me a lot of love. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the trolls, man. They've been coming through clutch though. The trolls been coming through clutch. I love Jersey Mike's bomb ass subs. Ooh, I hate trolls. I'm glad you're doing well. Yeah, the trolls made me money though. The trolls made me money. They made me money, and so you gotta love the trolls. But some trolls are weird. You just gotta have the control over the troll. You just gotta have control over the troll. Just knock them out the ballpark, son. I caught you again. Remember, Dixie, still trying to get you ready for the game. You did too, my homie. You did. You wearing eyeliner. Nah, you just fucking are gay, homie. You just like my eyes. That's what it is. Don't be hating, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Turning hate into money. Let's go, bro. That's all it's about, fool. You know, I mean, the trolls paid me this month, homie. So it was a beautiful thing. Look like 2000 WWE wrestler, homie. Have you got a lip filter on? Bro, you should never talk about a man like that, my bro. That is gay. You should never be looking at a man's features and be like, ooh, his eyes, eyeliner. Ooh, his lips. Because that's just kind of gay. I don't ever go outside and just fucking analyze a man's face. What's going on? What the hell's going on? There's like 15 people in here. How you making money, bro? It doesn't even matter about 15. The whole live will get 2,000 people in here. Go look at all the lives. They hit over 2,000 every single live. So you got to understand YouTube. You say 15, 14, but you got to understand YouTube. There'll be like 3,000 people that view this live all the way across. It's not about what you see. This is all smoke and mirrors. I always have to like put this in detail, like teach you guys, man. Awesome haircut. That's what I'm saying. Like the vibes, bro. I like the vibes, homie. That's what I'm talking about. Some people are and it's not no disrespect, but it's like people are slow. They look at what's going on the screen, don't understand that overlook of everything. Sometimes I just gotta tell you, bro, and it comes off mean, bro. You going bald already? I'm 40 years old, big homie. Already, I'm 40 years old, my brother. I'm 40 years old, my bro. There was a bear last night in the Raider and raided a trash can. Damn, bro, did it get close? Shut up. I am a criminal too. Hell yeah, I've been to the penitentiary, all that shit. Do you look like a Italian mafia boss? Let's go, man. Shout out to the Italians, homie. Chose making you money, so why do you live in student? Huh? I didn't understand that, big homie. You had no father. I didn't, bro. You actually hit it on the mark. Nah, for real. I saw a person dressed as an alien eating peppers. Damn, bro. Y'all was off of some mushrooms, bro. Y'all was off of some mushrooms. Now you go play in traffic, buddy. You go play in traffic, especially when it's rush hour. Just get in the middle of the traffic boulevard and just let the car hit you, homie. See how many times you can actually get ran over. Have you ever cheated on your girlfriend? Yeah, unfortunately I have. But I'm faithful now. I'm not slow. I just don't know. I know. So yeah, I feel you. You just can't say statements. You can't say stuff out there that you're trying to flex, but it's the flex just came back and crushed your whole self esteem. Shout out to you though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Shout out to you. All high salute to you, brother. Damn, they deep here. They always deep, man. They come in, but Savage Sev had that shield. Like we don't even trip. I look very handsome. Shout out to you. Good vibes in the morning, man. Sip your coffee. Hey, so I'm gonna start hitting the vlogs up. I'm gonna start hitting the vlogs up every day. I got a vlog coming out. I'm gonna start hitting up Colorado food spots, restaurants, everything you can say in Colorado and do. I'm there. I'm there. Do you play, brother? Nah, I don't play that. I've been playing Horizon though. I actually been playing Horizon. I've been playing Horizon. Um, nah, the shrooms yesterday were, yeah, you need to stop doing that, my brother. You need to stop doing that. 50-50 yard. We don't have 50-50 yards, man. How many times I got to explain this? I live in a city and a state that don't have a 50-55, 50 yard, 50-50 yard. That's not nothing that goes on in my state, bro. Sorry. I know that. I know that goes over your head, but you have to understand. You got to know what you're talking about. My state don't have 50-50 yards. We have a yard that literally is bad, and that's 1 yard and a couple yards, but there's no 50-50. Would you ever consider a live workout for an idea? How? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing too. I actually have some content. People have been asking me about health. I'm gonna start doing 7 a.m. is gym time. I can go because I just, oh damn, what happened to your foot, my bro? What happened to your foot? My high salute. And come back with a vengeance on that shit, my bro. I'm about to go hit the gym after this too. I'm about to go hit the gym after this. If you not from California, I tell you your prison is weird. Man, we don't give a fuck about California or Texas when it comes to prison. Like nobody cares about that statement though. I think you actually think somebody actually cares. But between me and you to burst your bubble, I don't think nobody outside of California or Texas cares about your system. You think that shit is do you think that shit is a flex? We don't. Shout out to my Cali homies though. But nobody thinks about your prison system, bro. You guys be entitled with this shit on a pedestal that nobody cares about. And it's not damp at you, but it's just the truth. It's just like nobody cares about what you do when you're gangbanging, bro. Everybody got streets. Everybody got some streets. Nobody thinks about Cali. Like, I wonder if they care about what we do. Nobody. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, man. I'm sorry. I know you thought you were the top dog, but nobody considers you that, bro. We do what we do. Maybe a live would be, hell yeah, I'm about to. Definitely about to. That'll be dope, though. That'll be sick with it. Mal high salute. I think I'm about to do it, too, man. I might do it, like, here soon. I'm diabetic. I had an infection of damn, bro. So you beat that, or did your doctor give you like a remedy to beat that? Because I'll tell you like this, doctors, they usually they try to put you on pills, bro. They try to put you on pills. Like that's all they're trying to do is put you on antibiotics, something that really affects your body. So when I got sick, I had got sick, really, to be truthful. I cured my own body, homie, off of natural remedies. I cured my own body off of natural remedies. Like I did mastic gum, manuka honey, some probiotics, and just healthy food. Healthy food. So yeah. I don't like the doctors, bro. They trying to give you antibiotics to like just mess up your body more, you know? Um, I had autism, and my brother, all the people did not care. But yeah, I hope you care. I also play Uncharted Nights. Okay, hell yeah. Birthday bubble. Let's go. Let's birthday bubble. Sometimes you gotta bring them back to reality. You're not like so people be thinking that they're up here when really they're down here. They're like the little man. They're the little man with the little man syndrome. Sometimes you just gotta burst them and just bring them back. Like, hey, homie, you're not that important. Hi, bro. My name is Marshawn. I'm working with. Damn. They removed a part of my bone. I bet you feel a lot good though. I bet you feel a lot better though. I bet you would feel a lot better. I'm from LA and I've been known. Denver was hella active since the 80s and especially the 90s, early 2000s. Hella family from Park Hill, Crips and Bloods. Yeah, man. You know, and you a real one. Like we always chop it up, bro. Um, I just we all know, bro. Like deep down, we all know. We show love, respect. There's a lot of people that say shit like that, and sometimes we just got to remind, like, bro, we in our own backyard. We're in our own backyard. Like we can't care about what everybody thinking. There's a lot of shit going on in the backyard that is going crazy. Like so, shout out to the real homies, from the land, the OG homies, everybody that created some shit. Shout out to all you guys, the big homies. Salute. Keep blinking, bro. Yeah, cool, bro. I'll allow you say that in your 12. There we go again. And I don't even want to explain to this slow dude. This slow dude thinks he's saying something, but I just said this like I just had broke this down, but your ass was probably too slow to understand that. You probably was way too slow to understand that. I can't really just give you a lesson again. So maybe you need to just go watch the recap because your ass is just saying shit. I just explained. I just explained this. I don't know if you got the hint. I don't know if you got the hint. Boy, you got 20 viewers. This shit went over your head, dude. Corey, shit went over your head, man. Like it just went over your head. Like everybody else caught it besides you. You're the slow bunch on the bus, bro. This dude is slow. He just didn't catch it at all. Like I just explained how this works. It just went over your head. You're the slowest person in the chat, bro. You just need to shh. And that, like the homie said, you could go to your profile pic. You probably don't got one sub, and you're talking about who's viewing and who's not. You're a little slow, bro. I'm not even gonna stay on you, bro, because like I don't know you, and really I would take time to disrespect you, but I got some real homies in here. You know what it is, bro. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to my bosses, homie. Shout out to the real ones. Corey's a little slow. He's a little out there. You know, he's a little out there. Crash used to beat us up and drop us off at the bro. You want to know what's crazy? We had gang unit out here, right? Crash, same thing, and we had some fools named the Batman and Robin, fam. Officer Peterson, bro. They would literally take East Side fools to Park Hill over here, and Park Hill fools to the East Side. They would actually hop out, homie, and give the heads up to the gangbangers in the hood. So yeah, it's kind of like that situation, homie. They were, and they got their fools got they got some charges, bro, for being scandalous. Being scandalous. They got some charges for being scandalous, bro. Word, yeah, they were tripping, bro. They would hop out, plant crack on fools. They would be playing crack on fools like, damn. I said, damn, bro, how do these guys are police officers? How are these dudes police officers and they're playing crack on people? How many people have you played with? But yeah, that shit is wild. Like so that shit's going on. Like, and then I heard a lot of that in California. I heard that a lot in California. Like them fools was just they were just basically taking fools to their enemies' hood. So that pygmy boom salute. Looks at me a pig mall high salute. Can I get a shout out? What's up with you, man? How do you even say your name? Rockmid. Rockmid. What's up, Colorado? Salute. Salute to my people out there, man. My salute. Can I get a shout out? Rockmad Tawar. You need to come camping with us. I need to get in the camping, bro. I need to get in the camping spirit. It's nice out here too. Shout out, please. What up, Jug? What's up, Jack? You said it's perfectly. Nah, hell yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to you, man, wherever you're tapping in from too. Wherever you're tapping in from. A lot of homies got out of jail, went the Rapar scandal broke down. What's good, family? Shit, I'm just waking up on my beautiful day, man. About to get out to this, gotta get out to this little gym, homie. About to go hit some cardio. I'm from the Central Valley. Shout out to that. Shout out to Central Valley, man. Salute. Yeah, I'm about to get my little day started, bro. I gotta go knock this shit out the ballpark. About to hit some, I'm doing cardio, like more cardio than anything. Good morning, good morning. How big is your boom? Yeah, so I gotta go hit some cardio, go up to these trails. Gotta go up to these trails, man. I'm about to go actually, there's that Green Mountain trails. We got some trails in the neighborhood. I'm about to go hit this little trails off with my pup. Good morning, good morning. What you on, Big Chuck? What's cracking with you, brother? A lot of homies get out of jail when the Rampart scandal broke. What was that? What was the Rampart scandal, homie? What was they doing at the Rampart? Yeah, get that hard work in. Is you a stud? Yeah, they were, bro. I remember in the '90s, them dudes that I was talking about, They were probably the most crooked cops in our district. Our district, they were crooked. They were like the crooked cops. Them fools was pulling people over and planting crack. Jazz Eyes, what's up with you? How you doing? You a northerner? I'm not a northerner. We don't really in the state. We didn't really have a big handful of northerners when I was growing up. We had more Northside Denver. Northside Denver. What is the fifth planet from the sun? Shit, prison. Probably Bent County Correctional Facility. I'm ready for summer. I am too. I'm actually ready for summer. Bro, I'll catch you later. Salute, Mac. Have a good day. Back when us Swans was going at it with the East Side, they dropped us off in the coast. Damn. Yeah, that's vicious, homie. Why would let me ask? And that's the crazy because anybody that ever went through that shit, them cops didn't give a fuck about the people, bro. They didn't care about the people at all. If they were dropping you in the Smigos hood, knowing damn well you fools have a history of war, that shit is no bueno, fool. That means that they would do anything. Sorry if I disrespect, but you have gorgeous eyes. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. No disrespect. Hell no. There's no disrespect. It's actually a compliment. Salute to you. Hope you have a beautiful day. And your name is Jazzy's Eyes? What does that mean? What's the Jazzy's Eyes? Please shout out him and Prod. Shout out to you, Prod. Shout out to you, corporate corrupt cops is what they base Training Day off of. And I think, and that shit's a real movie, homie. Like, that shit is actually a real movie. I have bedroom eyes, so I've been told. Not the bedroom eyes, the love-making eyes. Shit, let me tell you something. My eyes done got me in trouble in life. My eyes done got me in trouble in life. So, like we always say, it's a blessing and it can be a downfall, right? That's what they say. That's what they say. That's what they say. They are not playing. Yeah, I don't know, man. Training Day was an excellent movie, but it kind of put stuff into perspective. Kind of put stuff in perspective. Like them cops out there, they're not playing with nobody. They're not playing, and them fools are doing corrupt stuff. Cause Denzel Washington, he was scandalous, homie, and he reminds me of some cops. Yep. Will you lead the revolution against the Rizzler and the allies? Shit, if it's about the family, I'm gonna lead it. If it's about the family, we going to war, and I'm going in like a bull. My eyes got me in trouble too, mostly for start staring too long. Let me find out you was staring at dudes though. Don't be staring at dudes. Are you a dude? Don't be doing that. You better chill out. The Anthony, let's go. I seen cops tagging hoods. Damn, and whacking that shit out, fool. That's all bad. That means that they're gang banging, homie. They over there hitting up some shit. They weren't even beefing with and whacking them out. That is despicable, homie. That's why we say, homie, F the cops that are on that bullshit. Now I can't, the cops have to do their jobs, but whatever. Them cops, they some bullshit. Them little fools are some marks, homie. Weirdos. When I first saw you, I thought you was from Northern California. That's kind of interesting though, because a lot of people do think I'm from Cali, homie. They really do be thinking I'm from Cali. It's just because I got that talk, the lingo. But we've been talking like that forever. My projects just talk like that, bro. That's just like how we talk, It's not really. I can remember being young, homie, and that's just how everybody talked. It was the project way of talking. It's about what can you prove to who, though? Who are we proving? You ever get your shit? Who are we proving this to? Because I ain't proving shit to nobody, especially on no YouTube. I'm definitely not proving nothing to nobody. Who am I proving to? The only person I gotta prove is to my family. That's it. I ain't gotta prove shit. Cause I don't even know half of the people. I don't even know 2% of these people. I walk up on a cop spanking his, damn, bro. You get new cologne. Shit, I'm poor. And man, I need, you know what I'm saying? I need a donation to get some cologne. Donating creation. I got some Adidas. That's it. And then I got some I Am King. I don't know if you ever heard that one, I Am King, but I heard that I was Puff Daddy, so I gotta let that shit go. No more I Am King. Some of the cops were set too. Even some of the CEOs from the sets. Damn, they've been hooking up the homies. Not all of them, but some of them, even in the juvenile programs. So some of them fools just go, they kind of go into the system to just show the love to the homies. I could see how that goes. I could see how that goes. You want to know what's weird, bro? When I first found in the penitentiary, the homies I was around, like this was early 2000, they strictly told us if you talk to the guards, you got to have a homie around you to see what you're talking about. You can't just talk to the guard. They literally had this rule out here, no talking to guards unless you had a homie to listen to what you were saying. Colors is favorite movie about Watts. It was filmed within miles of my childhood, homie. Damn. Colors, colors. Just a dead man. That shit used to be turned up. Have everybody turned up. I used to live in California. I left the 94 earthquake in Northridge. Damn. So the earthquakes are real. Like they really are just they're really destructible. So I don't know if I can live in California. I don't know if I could live in California because we don't have shit out here in Colorado. It's just tornadoes, and we hardly get them. And we get a snowstorm from Training Day, homie. Nothing to prove. Training Day was an excellent movie. Yeah, you ever got your shit pushed in? I ain't gonna put it pushed in. Damn, homie, you doing quotes out the movie. I sub to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Salute. Salute. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the support. We built and wrote to 6,000. And I'm gonna start doing a lot more. Like I started thinking last night. I'm like, I need to start getting out into the city, not just sitting here doing videos. I need to get out to the city. I'm about to go just, they say, like a lot of people say, you're a voice of Colorado. You need to get out there and talk to the good people of Colorado. I thought I was typing in here and I accidentally typed in the company group chat. Oh, hell nah, fool. Hey, shout out to the wood pile. I know some good woods, bro. There were some good people. Hell yeah. We have the wood pile and we have some shit called 211 crew. Um, Typed company chat. My boss was, what are you talking about, officer? Ah, fool. They gonna ask you what the hell is going on, bro? What are you talking about? You start talking about the penitentiary. They're like, fool, this fool went left. He's off his rocker this morning. Um, no skinhead. Well, we don't really have that either, bro. We have 211 crew. We don't have no ABs. We have the 211 crew, and then we have this shit called AMP. We have some shit called the Woods. Some solid fools, some solid dudes, bro. Um, California is perfect, born and raised. Shout out to the Cali area, Denver to Cali, man. Shout out to you. How do you reach the top shelf at the stores? I got a stepping stool, homie. I got a custom made stepping stool. You ain't, bro, I'll tell you this. You ain't never gonna hold me down, homie. Even if I'm a short king, even if I'm 5'4", homie, I got a stepping stool and it has a custom, homie. It's custom. I'll get on that shit fully activated. They don't like us really, but we with the whites. So okay. I feel you, my bro. Down, what up, big? What's good with you, big Nobo? What's cracking with you, my brother? Good morning, good morning. Shout out to the real one. Shout out to all the queens. Shout out to all my good people. I went to the graduations for my family. Proud of my nieces, my nephews. I had like 3 people graduate yesterday, and I'm very proud of them. If you guys are watching, my nieces, nephews, cousins, you guys did excellent in this. Very proud of the family, man. We didn't have, like when I was growing up, none of the males graduated in our family. And we have now like 5 or 6 people that graduated. Shout out to you guys, man. Morning, bitch. Salute. What up, big Amy? How you doing, sis? Hey, what's going, Kay? God bless. God bless. Hope you guys are good. Depending on what part of California, some parts never get earthquakes. What parts don't get earthquakes? Stop talking like what? Bro, I don't know your language, but I think you said something about the juggalos saying with what you want. And then it defeats what your whole slogan is of your profile pic. So you're just hypocritical. Like, stop talking like a freaking juggalo. That's what they say. Don't talk like a juggalo, bro. You need to come to Jordan Downs. Oh, hell yeah. But I would have to tap in with you, OG. I couldn't just go out there. You know how it is. I would have to tap in with some real people. I might slide out there, homie. I actually might slide out there. John Travolta. That's the big homie. Shout out to John Travolta, man. That's my dog right there. Big congrats to the graduate. Yeah, man, they were beautiful. My nieces and my little cousins, they did so good. They came across that honor roll smiling. You know my family. My family's like ghetto. Family's ghetto as hell, but we were loud. I'm like, let's go. Cause I'm proud. I'm a proud uncle. I'm a proud family member. Like they did something that our family don't do, you know? He's from the Vario Grapes. Hey, shout out to the Grape Street. Shout out to all them. I really know that, they actually have some. I didn't even know that they don't really have racial tensions like that. They rock in the same projects. I'm in Central Valley, cracker, and I get aftershocks. Damn, I'm in Fresno. So it's not Fresno's not Vallejo, right? They're two different things. That's Northern Cali though, huh? That is actually Northern. Yeah, I'm SS, Vario Grape. That's cool, bro. That's cool because like you would get the misconception that everywhere is racial, like gangbanging racial. But I think honestly, people think this shit that it's more of a like personal gangbanging, right? More of the videos, bro, they be tripping with each other. Like it's not just racial. Like everywhere's not racial, and people get a misconception of that. Are we being controlled spiritually by government? I think we are. I think they program. I was watching a movie how they programming everybody. California is beautiful, but politics is shit. Suck more so there than any other city. I mean, Colorado is like it's getting bad out here in Colorado too. Yeah, Colorado's just trash. The laws are trash. My B day was yesterday. Like I was still drinking the pregame Thursday. What you sipping on? What'd you sip for your birthday, homie? The Central Valley is way different than San Francisco and Los Angeles. What's different about it? Like, do they have different rules or like is it just different program or politics? What part of CO? I'm from originally the east side, East Denver, but right now I live in the foothills. I live by Green Mountain. Beautiful place, beautiful. If you ever come out here, you gotta visit Green Mountain. Green Mountain's a beautiful place. I might slide to Colorado next month. Well, if you are, yeah, let me know. We'll tap in. We'll do a collab, homie. You know what it is. We'll collab it up. I'll show you some good spots out here. The county, North Fresno, 707 is pretty damn nice. Nice. The only place I ever been, and that's Chula Vista, San Diego. That's the only place. All my family from Compton and Inglewood, I can slide anywhere. Nice. Oh yeah, tapped in, bro. Salute to that. Hey, what up, nephew? What's good with y'all, man? The first Bad Boys movie came in '95. Do you know what you know about the Bad Boys? What you know about the Bad Boys? He said, "Hey, why you don't like the Graves? It's all racial." What do you mean it's all racial? I'm trying to ask because I know hoods that have Mexican and blacks in the hood together, and they don't have no beefs. So I don't know if it's all racial, but it's a big part. And the prison system's probably all racial. Rules to this. I want to see Bad Boys. I was 10. Yeah, that's a good movie. Super good movie. Good morning. My son did the big walk yesterday. Let's go, bro. I was so proud of the family Denver made. They put it on. They put it on for Denver like all the way. The new generation. I'm telling you, they can't mess with the new generation. We raising them. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing this morning? It's good to see you. It's always good to see you. It's always good to see you. Salute. Having my coffee. Got my eggs rolling in the oven, ready to get it. Hope your day's going good. Yeah, for sure. I'm in Colorado and about to get up out here back to Kentucky. The gun laws. Yeah, that's one thing about it is like the gun laws out here. It's not like every other place I've been. Like Oklahoma, fools was pistol down. Everybody had a strap on them. Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama. Even Kansas City all have pistols on their waist. Do you let another man tell you what you can or can't do? Do I let another man? And right now in my life, no, bro. I'm 40 years old. Ain't no man gonna tell me shit. I got a whole ass family. Well, I'm 40 years old. What? But that's why I don't go back to prison because in there, everybody tells you what to do. It doesn't matter what you do. You're going to be programmed. You're going to follow rules. That's what's up, G. I'm actually writing Littleton. Hey, shout out to Little. What? Why did they take out the Fat City, though? I was pissed about that shit, too. They took out the Fat City. That we used to go to that place every weekend, and they took it out. I'm from Sacramento. We have gone earthquakes. Don't get me wrong. Never anything that's gonna fuck shit up. Apparently had one 2 weeks ago. Damn. Yeah, we had an earthquake out here in Colorado one time. You couldn't even feel it though. From OKC. Oh yeah, Broken Arrow. I was in Broken Arrow. A lot of Chicano gangs out here are on the okay, but not as comp. See, and that's a beautiful thing because in my neighborhood, bro, it was never like that. Like we have a gang called the East Side Odies. ESGs, they're like Chicanos, homie. We got Deuce, we had the Deuce 5 Raiders, Curtis Park boys. The old school homies, the old school fools were though, like old school days, 80s and 70s. But like the newer fools, the newer ones on the block, homie, we actually had relations with each other. Like nobody was tripping in the projects like that. You can be a white boy in a Mexican gang and go in. You with them, but if you normal white dude and your paperwork, okay, yeah, I feel you. You got to check the paperwork. I mean, that's actually how it should be, you know. So I get what you're saying. You rolling with the woods? Me? Nah, I don't roll with the woods, bro. My neighborhood's all cribs, homie. My neighborhood's all the east side. I wouldn't even. We don't have like in by our area. We never had a woods. We had what we had in the community out here, and it's a little different. Like I said, you were going to think it's a little different, but we have our own program in our system, you know. Um, yeah, I don't ride with the woods, bro. Like I got some people I knew from the woods though. Saying we have them, but you never feel them. Yeah, not for real. Shout out to Sac, Iraq. My mother lived there in the gardens. Oh yeah, Sacramento Psycho. Got off the nitro. See, that's who you roll with. You being with the blacks. Well, see, the thing about it is out here, like you would trip because Denver don't just have black cribs though. Denver got Mexican cribs. Denver got black cribs, Asian cribs. There's white cribs, white bloods, Mexican bloods. So it's a little different out here in the city, you know. Well, black northerner, Mexicans and southern Mexicans. We don't really have we have them now, but there's a lot of Sureños out here in our systems because all the littler cities have Sureños. And then you have Norteños that were in Greeley, VNCs and shit. But yeah, so we have them, but we don't see them. We don't really see them. You know, we have a lot of Bloods and Crips in Colorado. Yup. Still ain't fucking with the hair. Them braids was tough. I feel you, Marada. Shit, hell yeah, I'm going with the Yugamon. But, you know, one thing about me, what you know about the Clear Gardens, not the Clear Gardens. Shit, that's man, they took out the aspect of a lot of shit, fool. It's wild. Um, to each his own, fuck with it, no matter what. Yeah, now one thing about me though, bro, I got such a good set of hair. Good set of hair, fool. I can actually grow my shit out in 7 months and be back to braids. Look also Village Projects tore down in LA. They have the First Street East Coast. Yep. Also Village Brims, 13 Mario Flats and Prima Flats. Also Village had Crips. Yeah, and that's another thing about the land, bro. There might be like 60 Crip sets in a radius of 5 blocks. I said, damn, homie. When I started hearing about the Mallows and shit and fucking rolling in 70s and the Insanes and all that, man, there's so many different cliques, fool. I'm like, that shit would actually be very, very headache. I would have a headache. Oh shit, my eggs is on the rise, man. Was the war zone. I could see it because everybody has enemies on both sides. To the window, to the walls. I chill with Northerners in the streets, but and inside in the woods, okay. And that was weird. Why did they were they tripping on that shit? How come you kind of look like John Travolta? That's what they say. It is big. Oh, you are handsome. Handsome little guy. I'm the handsome little guy. That's like the 10th person that said in this chat, you are handsome. So maybe there is something to it. Maybe I am handsome. Maybe I'm the image of him. Maybe this is a filter. Maybe these eyes are just a filter too. Prison is trash though. LA banging on the next level. See, in my city, to be real with you, in my city, we know who the enemigos are. You go across. When I was growing up, you go across one block, you know who the enemies are. And in the hood, you knew who the enemies are because you go across one block, it's the enemies. But usually, fools on this side all knew each other. Boom. And fools in the PJs all fucked with each other. Boom. You go across the Downing, you go to the Oddieville, you know the Oddies are going to be over there. You go to 25th, you know the Deuce 5 Raiders was going to be over there. You go to the 2700, you know that ESGs are going to be over there. And they usually tend to click up with the Odies. And then if you go across Colorado Boulevard, you know Park Hill was over there. You go west, you know where all the gangs was. You know, California was kind of one of them things. You go one block and it'd be 20 different hoods. You killing everything. You got to kill everything. Snoop Dogg got arrested. Yo, what? You ain't lying. He do look like a street hood version of John Travolta. Shout out to John Travolta, bro. John Travolta was a legend. And you see that fool now, bro. He looks like he's 20 years old. Yeah, LA be on their own little thing, you know. I'm done with burpees. No burpee. Not no burpees. Thanks for changing my life. I appreciate you, man. You changed my life, homie. You actually show me love every single day. You changed my life. Northerners and whites don't get along. Yeah, because I know the Northerners, they more mess with like a lot of the black neighborhoods out in Northern Cali. You pretty, like them lips. Good morning. What up, 313 Collector? I went to go sub up to the channel. Great content. If you guys can go show my dude some love, he got a channel, 313 Collector. Salute to him, man. He been showing my channel a lot of love. Appreciate him, my homie. Appreciate that. Whites will do business with Southern Mexicans. I heard that shit too. That's really just a LA thing, bro. That's not Cali banging as a whole. Which one? Just like LA, just like wild, like how many hoods be all over. It's not all bad out here, just certain parts. And if you ain't in the mix, you good. See, that's what I'm saying. If you stay out the mix, you really just a civilian at the end of the day. There's not gonna be any, even out here, homie. I say like this, and this is honest truth. If you stay out the mix and you come out here in Colorado, you're not gonna have no problems at all. You ain't gonna get pressed. Like, you're gonna be good. But once you start dabbling in the hood of anything, you might get prison time. You might have to go to war with somebody. Like, it's just stay in your lane, you know? Fuck all the prison politics, Cali. Let's hit the streets. Revolution Department comes when division amongst people stop. I agree with that. I agree with that shit. Do you drink alcohol? I don't. Not too much. Hell nah. That shit makes me feel awful. Not Vinny Barbernio. What is that? Is that another set though? Greetings, and salute from Minnesota. Salute. You can be a other. We don't have another car either. That's crazy. We don't even have a other car out here. You're either gonna ride with your hood, you're gonna ride with the hood, or you're gonna ride with yourself. But I never seen a other car. That's the crazy part. Yeah, LA got 50 hoods in one neighborhood. Just mind your business. Yo, give me a quote of the day. I rather die on my feet than live on my knees. You get that? I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. That's a quote. Can you pet a dog or a cat? My dogs are sleeping right now. You can say fuck all the prison politics in Cali. Why do prison and street people talk different than normal? Why do civilians act like they don't even know that they're looking at people, like looking death in the eyes all the time? They don't even know that you're around death all the time. They're just so naive. They're just walking around like with air in their head. Why do civilians do that shit? Like, bro, don't you know you might be in a trap right now? You don't even know. Your life can get took. I never understood that. Um, but it is what it is. Other than the Asians, the reason the Swans is one militant super avid because we are surrounded by the Lokes. We had other choices, but I mean, and that shit will push you. That shit will push you into a corner. So one thing about me, my Brody, like my mom moved to the enemy hood. I was surrounded too. I kind of know what you're talking about because my mom moved dead in the middle of the West Side fools that hate the East Side. They hate the East Side. So I had to be on offense all the time, bro. So I kind of know what you're talking about, bro. We were surrounded by all enemigos, everybody that just hated the E. It's better to be loved out of fear. Yeah, for real, no. Because I mean, people will kill you if they fear you. So yeah, I agree with you tremendously. You're lying. It is it. If it wasn't for that, I'd be a free for all. Yeah. There is structure. That's one thing that it taught me too. Structure, bro. Like structure, discipline. Damn, that's good. Only time I hit my knees, boom. Yeah. But if you choose this life, don't be a piece of shit and drop out, when you get into what you joined. You better handle that shit. That's what I say. Domino effect. That's one thing I'll say. And this is exactly goes back to my whole point. When I hit the compound and I was banging my politic, I was never going to go to prison and put down anything. I had to ride through the whole system, homie. Front line on every prison yard I've been to. That's one of the big reasons why when you say that, it always stuck in the back of my mind, homie. You was in the streets. You better handle that shit when you get to prison. And I had a target on my back, but that's the bottom line, homie. You sign up for that shit. You better ride that shit all the way through. Normal person tries to appeal and make others feel safe. Ain't lying on civilians being off. They are a little off, bro. They be walling. They just walking in the park like after dark in a valley of beasts, like. I'm mixed black and white with hazel eyes, and all the hating ass homies would tell me them eyes is just an illusion. They're not real. They just made the honeys like them. That's what they trying to say. I remember people were saying, hey, you should go get contacts. Don't be showing your eyes. What up, G? What's good with you? Let's go Broncos. Ride to Lombardi to 4 months till football. Round of applause for that. Let's go. I'm with it. I was planning out the trip last night for that Kansas City Chief game. It's not cool to be ghetto. Nah, hell no. Ghetto is trash. Being ghetto, well, I'm not going to say it's trash, but you have to learn how to advance, to be real with you. I like most people who walk around airheaded, either got them intense relationship with God or ain't been around the streets enough to necessarily realize how predictable the streets really is. Hell yeah, but you got idiots that are doing YouTube and they go get a rise out of the dangerous places and they don't understand their life can get took. They over there walking in the hood thinking that they can play. That's what I'm saying. They're so naive and then they get killed behind it. Might not be cool to be from the ghetto, but it sells a lot of records. It does. Hell yeah, it does. Fools will buy that shit up if you from the hood, man. I need it. Hell nah. I just hate the fact in Cali that they protect chomos, motherfuckers, and let them free and give homies hella years for. Damn, bro. So they doing that shit out in your state too? Cause they giving like the chomos free rights, bro. They giving the chomos like free rights, to be real with you. Not the chomolos. Not the young chochos. What up, Big Chase? Salute to the real ones. Pranking the hoods is a bad idea, but these dumbass do it. Because like I say, they're just like, let's just go troll in the most dangerous places. They are saying this. Who's the saying this? Who's the Satanists out there? The people that are doing the trolling? What they do? Salute. Chomos, yeah, they're weird. Out in my city, they giving chomos jobs, bro. You can get a job before you can get a job that's a violent offender. You can get a job being a chomo than being a violent offender. They just giving chomos jobs. I mean, like, okay, well, you did a chomo, you a chomo, go get a job. And then a violent offense, they ain't trying to hire for nothing. Ain't a chomo violent though? Ain't that a violent offense, really? That's a violent offense, homie. Sick, that's sick, mate, bro. That's sick. That's watered down shit, homie. Saying this make those systems. And then you wonder why we have the P. Diddy's, and when you wonder why we have Pizza Gates and shit. Because they do be making it elite. Look at all the chomos done disappeared out the chat. Like, I'm gone. Yeah, we like catching predators, homie. Yeah. We on to you motherfuckers, bro. Saying it's real. And I agree with you. Hell yeah. I agree with that shit. Cali really be giving everyone second chances, not gonna lie. They super light on crime. But what about the three strike law? What about them? They letting them be school teachers. Damn. What? Not the school teacher, bro. I used to be a Satanist, but since we are having a daughter, I've been getting. Are you trolling or is that real? Because let me ask you a question. What really gave you that change of heart, bro? Did you have an experience, or was it just like your mind was cleared? Like, okay, I need to get my life together. Damn. Amen to you, man. Amen to that. Like that's a dope journey for you, bro. You'll have a lot more peace in life and a lot more prosperous with that. Hurry, catch them all. Catch them. God, that's a real one. Gotta catch them all. Chomo balls. Chomo. Who the hell is the Bills, bro? We never heard of them. Who is the Bills? We never heard of the Bills, bro. My favorite is watching those chomos get busted and then spill all their evidence before the cops. Dummies. Twist their nose. What's wrong with them people, man? In the county that I live in, Washington, they arrest 3 police officers for child pornography. Damn, these are the people that were actually they had a duty to help the environment. Bro, my partner at work was a sex offender, and I didn't know till I offended him in a ride, and he looked him up and caused on from that shit. It's checking paperwork and saw he was on that list. Wow. That's crazy, fool. The next day I ain't working next to him anymore. Hell nah, you gotta just separate that shit. Ugh. I'm 31 now, and I used to be a young hooligan, but don't want that for my child. My kids breaking generational curses. You have to, homie. You gotta break the generational curses, because if you don't, it's just gonna repeat it and be repetitive. So you're in test. When I was 49, my doctor put me on. That was, oh shit. What does that do? What does that do? Buffalo Bills, yeah. I just know that Bo Nix took their cookies, man. I know Bo Nix took their cookies. What did that do? Did that have a big effect on your body, bro? I used to have a chip on my shoulder and thought God wouldn't forgive me for the stuff I done in life, but found out the devil is a lie. Amen to that. He really is. He really is, and he's here to kill, destroy, and lie to us. He's a mark, homie. As a would. I can't fuck with those kind. Hell nah, bro. Nobody should really. Nobody should, brother. You know, nobody fucks with those kind unless you one of the kind. Hell yeah, man. Terminate on sight. My dad, my dad's in prison for murder, 50 to life, and my brother's in prison. I don't want to be like them. Nah, take it from a dude that did time, bro. That shit is not. It's for the birds. That shit is for the birds. Yeah, it taught a lot. It taught me a lot, but now that I think about it, that shit's for the birds. It's a waste of time, really, to be truthful. Download. Um, how many points the Broncos gonna win by first game of the season? I give them 3. I'll be at the game though. I'm going in, brother. I'm about to go in. I'll be at that game though. I'm pulling up to the game, walling out. I was planning out the trip yesterday. Uh, is a okay typical testosterone. It's good. I mean, was the effects beneficial for you though? Let me ask that. The effects good? Was it good? Like, did you feel more rejuvenated? Shout out from Cheyenne, 52 degrees. What up, Big Jers? Shout out to you, my brother. Hey, German dude, how are you? You look German. Shit, I got a German Shepherd. Shout out to the Germans, though, homie. I was already swollen. I said, damn, okay. I got a little bit more cut, but the energy was through the roof. And that's actually the best. That's actually the best one. The energy. I love the energy, bro. Energy boost. That's what you get, the results from it. I get my money blue collar and I'm just fine with it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That just means that you work hard. Yeah, Bigfoot, I'll be at that game, bro. It's gonna be a good game. Like it's gonna be a hell of a good game. It's gonna be one of them games, man. Like I'm going full throttle. And I said like yesterday, I'm not gonna shut up over there. I'm about to set it off. Shit. I'm from Cali, but I'm a Dolphins fan. He said I'm a Dolphins fan. Hey, thank you for Waddle though. Thank you for Waddle. I grew up in Stockton, Cali. I've been shot before when I was 17. Now I live in Idaho. Yeah, I guarantee that change, like moving out your environment, helped you. Moving out your environment helped you. I probably need good morning. What up with it? God mouth was cracking with you, bro. Salute. Um, yeah, I'm on T right now, actually. Yeah, I'm on testosterone right now. I do 180 a week. Yeah. I need it though, you know. I needed to have some energy because when I was actually not doing it, I would be tired all day long. Like to be real with you, I didn't have no energy. I'm not on the bulldog shit though. Uh oh, you talk about the bulldogs like Fresno Bulldogs? Or are you talking about the bulldogs like the neighborhood bulldogs? How much the tests are on cost? For me it's 200 a month. Yep. For me it's 200 a month. Get out called news break. It shows you the chomos that live around you and what house they oh damn, see we need that. We need that in the inner city. It's Spike Man. I finally found him, dude. Damn, what the hell is this dude's profile pic? This is the best day of my life. I finally found Spike Man. Spike Man to the rescue. Now, y'all be hating on my spikes, fool. Y'all be hating on the spikes, but I think they look actually tremendous. My profile pic is my pet bird. Shit, does it speak? Does your bird speak? Hey, Sharon, my name is Haitian Spog on Russell Tail. BRB gonna get a beer. Nice. Hell yeah. Have a good Saturday though, man. You know, enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy the Saturday. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be nice out here. So yeah, he's keeping saying feed me. Why don't you feed your bird, fool? You need to feed your bird, little homie. The bird looked like it was birthed out some sinister ritual. The bird is wild, homie. It's like Big Bird on crack. It looks like you've been feeding your bird fucking speed, homie. Like you just been giving the bird Pookie all night long. Yeah, I go to the clinic. I go to the clinic, and because I like to do it a structured environment. So yeah, so yeah, it's a good little thing, man. It gives me like yeah, it's actually been conducive. I'm gonna go up in my dose though. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? I'm probably gonna go to. I want to go check out Hawaii because I want to do that one time in my life. Hawaii. I want to go check out Hawaii because actually I think the sights over there are beautiful. Like you got to go check out Hawaii one time in your life, bro. I got the app and I live in Aurora. They all over. It's crazy. So you mean to tell me the whole box state got them everywhere? Everywhere. Bird looks like my local corner. He does look like he smoked out. He's not playing. The homie B1 up the other day walking down the street. Get off immediately. Immediately. No, hey, but anyways, you can talk in a normal cadence. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That would just not be me though, right? You talking about being a wannabe. If I talk normal, I would just be a wannabe. Like this is how I talk. I don't even know what normal is. You get what I'm saying? Like, can you send a link how to talk normal? Like maybe a tutorial? I thought this was normal. Good morning. Good morning to you. Salute. How you doing today? How you doing today? Psalms 34:18. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of broken heart, and with such as we of spirit. I need a tutorial. I need a tutorial. Salute. Salute to the real ones out there. Salute to my good people, man. Salute to the good people. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Everybody have a beautiful day. Do you know your real testosterone numbers? I would cheat. Bro, I'm not you gonna think I'm crazy, but when I tell you this is why. My regular one when I started was under 200, fool. Under 200. So I knew something was wrong with me. So I went over there and I had to get on some doses, bro, because under 200 is bad, homie. It's bad. Like, just don't talk like you're banging on someone. Well, if you think maybe because you think I'm a little aggressive, if you think I'm banging or being mean or aggressive, that's not really my problem, bro. No disrespect, but that's on you just kind of maybe being a beta. You ever heard of that word beta? If you think like I'm banging or like you kind of take it like I'm being offensive to you, that's not really my problem, brother. You know, I don't think nobody in the chat actually took it like that, though. I think you're the only one. You're the only one out of the whole chat that took it. You would think people would learn from how Southerners talk. People talk differently depending on where they from. Yeah, I mean, that's how everybody talks. Like if you go around my brothers, we're just all aggressive jokesters. Like we just joke. Like this right here, this is what we do. We just talk like real passionate. That's all my brothers. You couldn't even be around us if you didn't have if you didn't have tough skin, your ass was gonna feel like we were just being mean to you. So yeah, like, to get back to the point, That's not my problem. That's your problem. You know, that's actually the problem of the person. Because I don't think the homie right here got offended. He was playing back. They're laughing. I don't think they thought I was talking mean. Them fools is actually some real ass fools. They're like, yeah, this fool just passionate. They're probably passionate themselves. How another man talks ain't my business. Let's go, bro. Some of the realest shit I seen today, man. And then the homie's gonna be thinking that I'm mean because now I'm like, he's gonna be like, he reprimanded me. And it wasn't even about that. He said he just told me not to talk like a basically you said don't talk like I'm black. That's what you were trying to say. You were just basically saying don't talk like you're black. Let me say one more thing too. Mine was around 250. Damn, that's crazy, brother. Like that's a wild right there. See, and I think it's because of because prison, bro. I think they put that chemical that messes up the freaking testosterone. To be real with you, that's what's wrong with the world. Too many offended man in the world. It was a simple question, bro. You just say you out of the gang life, but you still talk the same way. Seems like you would want to grow up a bit. I don't know. Like, check this out. I haven't been to prison, my brother, since 2000. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you like slow, and I'm gonna talk to you nice. I haven't been to prison since 2011, my bro. I can't even say bro to you. I literally ain't caught a new case. I literally got my own spot, got my own car, got money in the bank, about to go on trips, got a wife, a family. How much more can you actually grow up? Just because I talk this way doesn't mean that I haven't grown up, bro. I got a whole family. I got nieces and nephews that going to graduate from high school because of the advice I gave them. So yeah, there's no growing up. Like if you focus in on just being like mad or like damn, bro, it's not always about being serious either, bro. You know, sometimes you gotta just joke and have fun. It was a simple question, bro. You just say, yeah, I heard that. Boom. So, Rada, how you doing, fam? I salute. What up, Dummy Dodger? We doing the show? You want to do the show, my brother? We doing the show, or what are we doing? You bring back the 2000 hairstyle. Let's go. You know what it is. You know what it is. I mean, there's evil running around telling everybody it's good, and good is being told is evil. So yes, we should be offended and mad at men. You sound gay. We should be angry, not the angry birds. Plastic floating around everywhere. Good job, but you still got the same mindset, bro. I'm a warrior, if that's what you mean. I'm always talk like this, bro. That doesn't just because how you talk doesn't mean anything, bro. There's people that talk like fucking. There's people that talk like saints, bro, that are touching kids. You know, like you can't just stereotype, but to the point, if you think it's aggressive, bro, like I said, and you think it's like some gang stuff, I don't know what gang member actually talks like this. Like, it's just passion. It's just passion, bro. But I appreciate actually you input. Salute to that, man. Good job, bro. Let's go. Appreciate you. Yo, that's crazy because our white boy can be from Mexican hood and be a straight up rider because he's from the block who he was raised around. Just because he's white mean shit is poverty. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You elevated. Hell yeah. I mean, to his point, I understand. But if you think honestly how I talk now is crazy, you would have been tripping on when I grew up. I used to have I used to talk with a lot of lingo, homie. When I was growing up, you would be like, this fool is wild with that shit. I slowed down tremendously, you know. Don't waste your time giving him answers. I mean, I literally just give him some feedback because he's actually taking time out, you know. So, happy Sunday. What up, Big Trace? All right, that's what that shit was awful. You went to it, bro? Did you really go to that shit? Did you go to that shit? Damn, fool. Man, I was at graduation. I came home and I was tired. I was too tired, bro. I went to, yeah, it was too much sitting in the sun. It was cool though. The graduation was cool. Do you think if you ran a business, people respect you more? Well, I don't know because we live in 2026, bro. Like, come on, man. We used to say, don't get tattoos, you can't get a job. But I see people in the corporate places with tattoos. Um, I had my own business, bro. So from experience, even if I talk like this, right? It's about how you actually mingle with a person. I can go. I was working in, Colorado got a place called Cherry Creek, right, in Green Valley Ranch, and I would be in people's houses. I never like. It's just about how you carry yourself. Like if you can have a conversation, it doesn't matter how you talk. It just matters if you have respect and you can come off respectable. Like in business settings, this is not a business setting either. This is the internet, so it's a different thing. If I'm going into a business, of course, we gonna get on point. When I go into an interview, on course, I'm gonna get on point because I know how to play the role. I know how to adapt. I know how to adapt any place, but I'm on the internet right now, you know? So yeah, like I said, I think you're personalizing a little too much. Um, I'll probably never end up in solitary confinement anyways. Hell yeah, you want it? Why not? That Bible states, "What up, my galleon? What's up with it, brother? How you doing?" Bible states that as well. The devil will trick everyone to believe evil shit is right and right is wrong. Ooh, ooh wee. All right, I'm not locked up there. You're locked up with me. Cool eyes, thank you. Another thing, as far as even just growing up in an environment and you not about that life like me, I'm a big dorky looking white dude chilling with gangsters. For real. No, and I think his questions genuinely and honestly, I'll be real with the dude. I think he's giving some good advice because you don't want to come off as certain person to everybody. Like the energy you put out is what you're going to get back. I understand what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Tremendously, because I tell the youngsters that I'm around, you got to change the way you actually put out to the people like you do. Because how people take you, your first encounter, that's what people are going to take you as, right? So yeah, I agree tremendously. I agree tremendously. I understand what he's saying. What's good, big dog? What up, Big E? Shout out to you, my brother. My content is on my channel if you ever want. Yeah, I actually gave you a shout out. I went to your channel. I went to your channel, definitely. Oh yeah. I went to your channel, bro. It's good. And I actually left you a comment. I don't know if you got my comment, but hey, sub it to the people, man. Are you straight, man? Yeah, very much so. I have a tattoo on my neck and they're very meaningful. So I think you're wrong and nothing wrong with our artwork or what people put on their body. Um, no, my point is not to you, but um, I know I already knew, bro. That's why I was trying to give the heads up to the homie, man. But check this out. In what I was saying about the tattoos, I seen people actually in business that had facial tattoos. So I think we're in a new day and age too. We're in a new day and age, right? That we're in a new day and age where I think people's mindsets on things are they're different on it, bro. Like they're hella different. King Raider in the building. What's up with you, bro? How you doing, my bro? It's good to see you. Yeah. Hmm. Hey, dummy, I'm gonna hit you up after this. I need to know. I need to know what the details was, man. I need to know what the details was. keeping it real, not faking to be great. And that's kind of what I live off of. Like, be yourself, man. Don't confine to what everybody's saying. You know, like be yourself, homie. There's too many fools that try to play this costume shit. Like they try to put on a costume. It's not a good look because like real motherfuckers like me, I can see through that shit. Like when you're not being who you are, I could see through that shit. Even in the real world, I always can tell when a person is just doing a little too much, bro. You know, I can tell. I'm like, bro, you're doing too much. Even my little nephews and cousins, homie. Yesterday, my cousins were doing a little too much. I had to tell them dudes like, you don't have to do that. You know, you don't even have to do that, bro. You can be yourself. Like I tell people too, like if you're a nerd and you going to school, be that. Don't do that to the best of your ability. You don't have to be with the in crowd. You can go be you can be a normal youngster going to high school, getting your education. That's tight. That's hella tight. Bro, if I could go back to when I was younger, I would have actually went to high school and did the school. I would have did the school honor roll. I would have played sports. I would have graduated. Be yourself, homie. Be yourself. Like that's all you have to be. And like you don't have to act for the camera. These dudes be on YouTube acting all the time. This is to a point too. You might have actually some people that are influencers on here that talk normal and they practice they practice how to work for the camera. And then off camera, they're the most pieces of shit off of camera. So, you know, it's like be yourself, bro. Just be yourself. In fact, most would rather be a nerd if they was keeping it real. I know I would. I would love to go back and be a nerd, homie. I would have did everything in school. Just to see them youngsters yesterday at high school. They looked like they were just having the time of their life, bro. I would have loved that shit, bro. I would have actually loved to go do the school thing. Go to college, go to a university with 100, brother. Shout out for the 100, my bro. Salute to the homie. Salute to the family, bro. Um, at least have died in result of Israel military operation. Um, War is bad. War is bad all around. I don't condone war, but it goes. I don't even want to get into that discussion because I'm not here this morning to talk about that. But please don't spam my chat. Please don't spam my chat. Facts. You till they get pressed by a real motherfucking prison in person. Hell yeah, not real shit. All the time, homie. All the time. It's like that. You see it a lot. And usually that don't even pan out good for people, you know? But if they just sent the sparklers and the 100, my bro. Hey, let's go, big dog. I appreciate you, fam. My salute. Feel you, man. Let's go. Bro's checking out youngsters. See, a mindset like yourself would tell you that that's what you would have. That's what you would have resonated in your brain when I say that. But we know what level you are on too, so we don't have any expectations for you. And we're not mad at your comment because I know you was over there trolling, but we just have pity on you because that's what he resonated with. Bro, I grew up in the 90s with glasses and white. I wore glasses when it was cool, wasn't cool. Hell yeah, nah. See? And you kind of you know the situation with that. So yeah, me too, bro. I would have been a super nerd. Super nerd. Let's go, super nerds. That's the new trendy shit. Let's make that a reality. Yo, being bullied builds character. It can build character and it could set somebody off too. Cause I got a little family member that used to get bullied and he became a straight menace to society. I would have had the four eyes and everything, fully equipped nerd. I promise you. I promise you on that. Keep the gay BS. Boom. My bad. My fat bad phone died. But yeah, my original question was asking if you could break character for a second and talk like you some business stuff. I don't know why. Nah, nobody's tripping, my bro. I don't think I think you I'm not tripping, really, to be truthful. I'm not tripping because it's a question. But when I tell you this, when I tell you this, um, if you like when you actually came to initially to the content, you probably heard some shit that you were not used to, and you probably thought in your mind this fool's he like you said character, right? But this is not it's not really a character because I think a character is something that people practice. I think that is something that people practice. Like they really just idolize shit and then they be like, oh, I'm gonna be like that, like 6ix9ine. Like you see a lot of that shit, bro. But like the homie said, your environment has a lot to do. We from the projects, my bro. Like we from the projects. That's how everybody talks in the PJs, you know? It's just the norm. It's just the norm, you know? Now, if I talk business, that's something I had to learn. So that would be the character. Talking normal and business, that's a character. That's something I would actually have to practice. That would be the character, you know? That's not how we talk where I'm from. So anything else other how we talk, it's a character. You're trying to be something that you're really not. You get what I'm saying? Because we didn't have proper people talking in our neighborhood. Everything was gang related. So it's kind of one of them things, you know? It's kind of one of them things. Kind of give you some insight. What you blind? Need some glasses to see? I need to get I got some glasses. Where's my glasses at? Dude, you either learn to fight back or keep getting stepped on real shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How's the summer starting out? It's nice right now. It's beautiful. I mean, it rained a lot. It rained a lot is what I'm saying. Morning. Didn't have to pay though. Should have been a free atmosphere. I told you them dudes was old. I'm gonna hit you up as soon as I get off this live, bro. Let's talk about the mental health today, man. We could talk about the mental health of Bone Thugs. What up? What it do? What's cracking with you, brother? Ain't no one acting. This is how we speak and talk. If you don't understand, then it's not for you to understand. That too, you know. That too. Not for real. I mean, it's like a lot of people. I think a lot of people. See what's messed up is that a lot of people like a lot of these rappers and just what is the norm now is people are mimicking these rappers and like what it is to be fashionable. So that's not a good look. And people don't like that look. So it's like one of them things where people be like, bro, we all looked at 6ix9ine and we're like, homie, that's not you. What the fuck? You a weirdo. That's not you. That's not your culture. That's not you didn't even grow up around the banging aspect. So you're trying too hard, you know? If you were raised around, hey, you gonna hate. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Father, kid member. Damn, Abs took another one, and I didn't even understand that shit, man. They were up all game. All game they were up. They pissed me off last night, homie. What's good? What's cracking with you? How you doing? Wyoming in the building. Wyoming in the building. Salute. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. What's good on this beautiful Saturday? How you doing? I feel you. It's just everyone assuming I'm a goofy white boy and not from the hood. But yeah, bro. Glad you got what I was putting down. And again, Breaking Ketter is just saying, I feel you, my bro. Do you own a business? Do you own a business, my bro? Like, do you own like a business? Shout out to you though, taking time, homie, you know. Man, make sure you tap into the channel. Just come see what Denver's about. We from Denver, homie. Like, come sub up to the channel, like, share, subscribe, notification bell. Appreciate you. Got any big plans for the summer? Hell yeah. So my birthdays are coming up. My wife's birthday's coming up. 4th of July celebration. Got a lot of stuff going on because Denver this summer has so many events. I'm gonna be vlogging a lot. Like I got a vlog stick. I'm about to be out there. I'm about to be actually out there in the sun. I'm gonna be out there fucking turned up. And I'm gonna be getting a lot of footage because I learned last night that you can actually make a cool income off of YouTube. Yeah. So I wanna create financially a good, stable foundation, you know? So I'm gonna be out there pushing my channel. I'm gonna push my channel to the max, like for real. Hey, where are you from? It's not here. I'm in Denver, Colorado. Denver, Colorado, Box State Business. I seen your channel a bunch though, bro. My bad. I framed the original question wrong. Wasn't even trying to hate. Now you good, fam. You good, homie. You good. You know, you got to understand too, there's a lot of people that come in here and troll. So that's why a lot of people, you know, as soon as they see the energy, they're just going to flip on the energy. But hell yeah, salute you, man. Salute to you. Are you circumcised? See, look at like them quick questions, bro. Who would have asked that early in the morning? We just having a conversation, and that's the dumbest question on this whole platform. That's the dumbest question, bro. Yeah, boom. Yeah, we did 2026 last year, window cleaning. So I do commercial cleaning, bro. I was doing residential commercial cleaning. I have my own cleaning service, Royalty Cleaning. You can go on the website. We had a 5-star rating, me and my wife. COVID fucked up all that shit. All that shit. You know, I used to go into these big ass buildings, Pilates center, medical center, bro. And I wish I could get back to that shit, homie, because I was bringing a lot of money in. Um, the fuck, I just saw the question. Yeah, wild, wild. Imagine being goth. You think my Seahawks can run it back? Ooh, I'm gonna tell you like this, to be real. If Broncos country, they should have been in the Super Bowl. First off, that would have been a way better Super Bowl. You guys might have won, but you ain't gonna stomp out the Broncos like you did the Patriots. Um, we gonna see though, man. I'm excited because I feel like the Broncos could get to that point, and maybe it will be a rematch. Maybe it will be the rematch. I'm ready though, man. I had to teach myself not to talk like a gangster because I have to talk with a lot of business people. And it came over time too, you know, like really to be truthful, like it came over time. Cause I used to be like, hey, cuz, what's up, loke? I used to talk really crazy. If you think I talk crazy now, I used to be like, what's up, cuz? See careful, loke, like on east side. Like I used to be like that. Like all the time though. Cause it was just normal. Like, you know, I came a long way of how I talk too. People be like, damn, you talk hella different, you know? So I mean, you had to really we had to teach ourselves though. We definitely had to teach ourselves. 6ix9ine scam the streets, saw his open, made his money crazy. Then them guys thought they were using him, but he used them. He made money off of it. And I'll say like this. So my whole thing with 6ix9ine is he played in a culture, right? That you have to take losses with prison. Like that's what comes with the culture. That's the only thing. Um, he snitched. Regardless of what happened, sleeping with his baby's mom and all that shit. I can't even have pity on that shit because it happens to a lot of people. Now I don't care that he advanced himself and his money off the streets, right? But keep it thorough, homie. Like if you're gonna play in the streets, take what comes with the streets. When you over there disrespecting dead family members and all that shit, and you putting out supposed hits, take what comes with the streets. Them other dudes are idiots too for having them around. You know, that's the only shit I had about 6ix9ine. Like he was a troll. That fool was funny. There was shit that he was doing that was funny, but you gotta take what comes with that. No matter what they did to your girl or none of that shit, bro. That happens every day. That's not nothing. That's no reason, excuse to snitch. Like, you know, in my opinion. Just waking up by the river. No, damn. Did you guys actually have an all nighter? Hell yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Full healthy squad. Let's go. Niners might run it too. We play them. We actually play them this year. You know, so we'll see. I can't wait though. I can't wait. I want to see you live in the that's what my boy Heavenly Father put his all together. Enjoy. Nice. Nah, that's good though. And I do. So this is the thing, man. Like I understand that too. That's why I take every stride to believe and push my faith, bro. Cause like I'm not perfect, homie. But you can't, you know, nobody could ever say that I'm not out here front lining and pushing my faith because God is very important to me. My faith is very important to me, you know? And that's a true thing. You got to push that. And, you know, we're going to be up there in a beautiful atmosphere, man. But do you own a house in Colorado? I don't. You know how expensive I'm moving to own a house, to be real. I gotta move out of state to own my own house. Because I know two brothers that went and they own their own houses. Oh, man, COVID fucked up a lot of shit. Yeah, it was terrible. I was pissed about that too. Dude, Broncos just got Waddle. They're gonna be they're gonna be such a threat because Waddle, his situation was not staying healthy. But we have a conditioning coach out here, and there's good conditioning coaches, one of the best in the NFL. Yeah, they're gonna keep that fool upright. You can't get back to it easy, bro. Nah, for sure. I think I am too, homie. Me and my wife are talking about it, and that's our main goal is to own a business again. Because I had clients. We had some good clients, homie, and they were original clients. So I'm gonna try to get back to that. Definitely, homie. That's like a goal. I'm pissed the Dolphins got rid of Waddle. Yeah, I'm surprised they got him. I'm surprised they got him. Yeah, you remember that? You remember them days? What up, Jay? Just kicking it, Jay. I remember my homies doing that shit. What up, Knight? What up? I'm like, damn, under the coconut tree, Jay. Yeah. I got my stinkies whacked out, Jay. I said, damn, the homies went crazy on that shit, fool. That shit used to have me hyped though. Like, what up? That was the homies, man. There goes Chomo at the bottom of the snitch. Yep. They both at the bottom. They should all just they should all just go to the dumpster fire, fool. Is it true that Republic Party is corrupt because my country knew? I don't know too much. I don't, man. Why? Let me ask you a question. No disrespect, but why do people come in here and ask me about my political stance and what do I think about it? I'm a felon. Like I'm a convict. Like not a convict, but I came from prison. I didn't have the right to vote for a long time, and I don't believe in it. And if you really pick my mind on what I would lean towards, a lot of fools wouldn't even like me, to be real with you. And I don't, and sometimes I say it, but a lot of people get offended. So, you know, walking by the river, oh, nice. Do you fish out there? Do you do any fishing? One day Jesus will come back. Amen to that. I believe that tremendously, all the way. Do you fish out there? Is there some good lakes? Would you like to go camping this weekend with me? I have a nice 2-man tent. That zesty molesty, little zesty over there. So it's good. Why is NSYNC to Kill Instinct? Don't get me started. I'm just Marshall Mathers. I don't know why I'm not fuck about me. You might see me walking. You might see me walking a dead Rottweiler with his head cut off because the son of a bitch won't quit barking. Shot driving up the pot, they shot parking, looking for big killers. I don't know what the big deal is. Eminem ripped them fools, shredding them, bruh. You got it, G. With the SEO and door hangers and handling flyers, you can get it easy. I got 26. Damn. You know that's actually true though, because I hung up flyers for a company, and that's where they got their most clientele. They got the most clientele. Yeah, I'm gonna get it, bro. Like when me and my wife get settled all the way through, there's no stopping it. We're gonna go extra with it, you know. So I'm ready. I'm ready to put that into motion. Both parties corrupt. We need to overthrow the government and restart. I agree. I agree with you. I feel like at this point, like check it out, and I'll say this one thing, right? I never dabbled into any type of politics or anything. But I'm going to tell you like this, from before the party that was in now, Trump and all these, them motherfuckers made us weak. Regardless of what you want to say, everything was about being soft and just weak. How I see it. They didn't care about Americans. They were letting everybody just come over here. It doesn't mean anything. And I understand, you know, people want a different start, but there was a lot of people that just hate America you're letting in. So I didn't agree with that. And then they pushed this narrative of LGBT and all that shit. And I'm not, Like, if you're gonna be that, bro, though, just don't push it down people's neck. I don't want to hear about that shit every day. I seen all kinds of Netflix, and all they do is promote that shit, right? So I see it like this. Um, if this last party hasn't changed anything, and there's not really, I don't think we have hope. I really don't think we have hope for any of it. I think it's all just fucking smoke and mirrors at this point, you know? That's my honest truth. That's just being truthful with you guys. Reach out to the old clients and look for city contacts. You have to bid on them. Yeah, so they got that shit. What is it called? A Next Door app, and then they got this other shit called. It's like where they put your promotions for your company. Because we used to pay for that, and we would get all kinds of clients through it. We would get all kinds of clients. And don't call him criminal. He looked like an innocent person. Innocence. With the innocence. Hell yeah, man. So good. Hello from Massive. Oh, Madagascar. What's going on? I don't know how anyone can hate on him. Hell yeah, man. But I don't think they hate. I think a lot of people just be like, I'm gonna talk some shit, but I actually like this person. He a good dude. That dude right there, a good dude. Yeah. You got it, bro. I believe in it. Hell yes. Hey, thank you for the support, homie. Appreciate you, my bro. Appreciate you. More high salute. More high salute to you. Um, my husband likes to fish and catches quite a bit out here. Damn. I want to go experience that. That would be dope. Hell yeah, I would like to go experience that. Top of the morning. What up with my New York people, man? Shout out to the NY. Did them Knicks actually come through? Did they come through for you? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna eat this egg. I'm gonna eat this egg. I got some eggs, boom, got my little protein going. All right. Since y'all wanna actually still hate on my NSYNC, the NSYNC, I'm about to put on the rocks, man. What's wrong with y'all, bro? I'm putting on my Rockies band, homie. All right, yeah, hate on that. Hate on Almighty Rockies. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Rocks. What up, what up, what up? How you doing? Mall High Salute, Mall High Salute. We play tonight against the Cleveland. Oh, damn, in Cleveland? I didn't even know the Cavaliers were actually playing basketball at this time. Your eyes look scary but sexy at the same time. Damn. So it's like two of them at the same time. Shit, the Avalanche lost last night, bro. I was disappointed in the Avies. They did not come in clutch, man. I was like actually mad at the Avalanche, bro. They were up all game long too. All game long they were up, and then they just drop at the end of the game, man. Me and Hoorai's about to do a show too. Damn, what's going on? Me and Hoorai's about to do a show. I'm scared, but wet. Huh? You're scared but wet. That's a regret. I'm heaven sent. Hit him with. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Inflation going high is high. Hell yeah, man. We live in a time frame where a lot of stuff is just going crazy. We live in a time frame where everything's going crazy. It's like, damn, how did we get to this point? Stay blessed, you too. Mall High Salute. Mall High Salute. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you on the next one, brother. About to go clean some. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Have a good day, homie. Have a good day out there. Should enjoy the Saturday. Barbara, what's good with you? How you doing, Miss Barbara? We getting up for the day. Just getting our little day started. Getting our little day started. You gotta love when you wake up and the birds are chirping outside, right? You gotta love when you wake up, the birds are chirping outside, it's sunny outside. Like, what can you ask for more? It's sunny. In Colorado, now it's summertime, so we gonna have this kind of weather all the time. Life has become hard for working like us. It has. You gotta keep striving though. We keep striving. We keep striving, we're good, you know? Mm-hmm. Shit, 100 Pack Savvy's dope. They a dope. He a dope ass rapper. He he's definitely time to go ride some motorcycle motocross. Hey, do you actually go to that little when you're going to Springs? They got them jumps. Do you actually be going to hit the jumps? Damn fool! How much you spent? You told me to hit the lids. I spent 220 on four. Damn, homie. And you couldn't find an Abby's hat? All black Colorado Rockies. Okay, okay. Purple one and all white. You would think they had because I think don't they have the ones you can actually make your custom they can make the custom colors on that shit? That's a lot. See, I'll do some shit like that too though, bro. I'm a hat collector, so Snoop Dogg, I'm going with 50 Cent. I don't really like Snoop Dogg no more, man. I don't really like Snoop Dogg no more. I used to like Snoop Dogg. I did. I used to like Snoop Dogg, but I respect what he did for the game. Shit, the best strip, man, I'll tell you like this. The best strip, not I'm a old school baby. I'm a old school baby. So I think 90s, homie. I think them jeans, bro. My favorite time ever was when the people had the jean outfits, homie. They were like, it looked like a whole fit. A jean, jackets, the jeans, bro, looking crispy. You might throw some tight ass boots. Just simple, homie. You know, I come from the 90s. That was like big. Early 2000s was cool, but I don't know what the hell is going on now, though. I'm sorry to tell. I'm sorry to say. The new drip, I don't know what's going on, bro. Baby skinny jeans and fucking I don't know, people looking like Mr. What is his name? Yachty and Young Thug. They made some weirdo shit. Yeah, I can't do the new drip, bro. I can't do the new drip. But yeah, that's the old school. But in Manhattan, they were like you have a cop that endeavor, but they had all black Colorado State University. Yeah, lids be having like they be having different styles, but not all the time their shit is crispy. That's why sometimes I go into hat searching, like I'll go into Amazon, homie lids. Like I'll go into Amazon and I'll just see all their hat designs, you know? And I'll cop like maybe 10 hats at a time. Crime rates are going crazy nowadays. Yeah, not for real, it is. The crime rates are going crazy because everybody acting a muck. I think when I think about it though, '90s drip was the dopest, homie, because I come from that era. Like, what's your opinion on it? And no snapbacks, all fitted. Oh, so you be fucking with only fitted? Yeah, I got the fitted right there, my brother. I got that fitted right there though. Those throwback Mitchell and Nash snapbacks were hard. I have a couple of the Mitch and Nash. Yep, I got a couple of them. That was my shit. Cause I started collecting hats. I started collecting the hats, bro. Like when I first got out, and I collected. I used to buy 10 hats at a time, like and buy every single color of a certain hat. So I would have a color of this right here, and there'd be like 10 of them, especially when it came to Bronco hats at first. That's what I collected the most, Bronco hats. White tees, jeans, and Tims. All you need, cuz. Yeah, those were hard too. Those were good days. Not just don't do long tees, bro. Like Soldier Boy in my long tee. In my long tee. I think the Mafia days. Well, yeah, they were geared up though. Geared up, crease down. Yeah, I know, man. I'm pissed at that shit too, fool. Two down 2-0 in that game. In that? No. So this is why I say, man, this is why I say when it comes to sports, you cannot get to the playoffs and not get to the championship, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. You getting all the way to the playoffs and you're a juggernaut and you're getting bullied, bro. You're getting bullied. What's going on, man? Bring back the 1989-94 old school days. In every sense, though, too, man. Every sense. It was horrible. My Yankees hat has Jackie Robinson face. Oh, that's a custom right there. That's actually dope, homie. Yeah, that's a cool little design. That's cool little design. I like to have them designs. Different types of hats, not the same that everybody be rocking. I don't like to rock what everybody else rocks. I like to try to find shit that nobody rocks. The Knights always beat us. Please, man. They cannot go down 3-0. It's over. If they go down 3-0, it's over. It's over. And then we gonna be talking about why did they come all the way to the playoffs just to get eliminated? Because if you get to the playoffs, bro, you only get one shot. You better go to the championship if you get to the playoffs. Because there's not really a benefit. Like, get to the championship, man. Get to the championship and win the championship. Same thing in NFL too. Like, bro, all these teams always go to the playoffs and never win the championship. Regular season success, and then you get to the big show and you don't win the championship. Who you got in the NBA Finals? I'm gonna say either the Knicks. I think OKC might actually, to be real with you, I think they might back to back. OKC, to be real with you. Them Pally jackets were real deal style back in the day. Those was tight. Yeah, those was tight. They had some good fashions back in the day, homie. But that's Mitchell team. Might be more aggressive. It's like, bro, why you don't have aggression in the playoffs? You'll have aggression all season long, but no playoffs. What's the point of that shit? That's how my Cowboys are. Always do good regular season and Dak chokes. It's just like, at this point, it's like pointless to even go. Like, stop going. Like, if you're going to do that, just give it to another person to actually fight for it. Knicks versus Spurs. You think the Spurs are going to take it? I love her and Bo Nix. Yeah, that's trash, man. Yeah. We would have been in the Super Bowl if Bo Nix didn't hurt us out, man. Late 80s and 90s, best snack and drink of all time. Shit, I'm doing the squeezies, bro. Squeeze-its. Let me have the squeeze-its. Best snack. Shit, I fuck with Gushers back in the day, homie. Snacks, Gushers, and Squeeze-Its. They not letting Spurs go to the finals. Them refs getting paid because damn. I think the refs be getting paid for like a lot of things, bro. They pushing narratives, they pushing teams through, they pushing players through. They pushing like just these players through, bro. They should never make a face of a league, homie. The league itself should be a face, bro. They should never have players that are face of the NFL, because if you have a face of the NFL, a face of the NHL, a face of the NBA, most likely, um, hell yeah, I gained 30 subs yesterday, Big Derek. 30 subs yesterday, bro. Um, they're gonna push them through the championship. They're gonna push them through this championship, man. Silver Tab Levi's from the 90s. Oh, those were hard too. Those were hard, bro. We spanking them Cowboys week. Sitting 3 row right now behind the goalpost. That's where you headed to? You headed to the young goaler? Let's go. I want to go to the games, man. I'm ready for game day. Hot Cheetos with the real lime juice. That's fire too, though. Hell yeah. Fire. Fire, homie. Shit, I love them Cheetos back. That's that. You knew you was in some neighborhood when you had the hot Cheetos, though. Shoot 30 free throws a night. I'm not about to keep watching the one. What up, Puerto Rico? What's up, man? What up, Poppy? What up, Poppy? What's good with y'all, man? Remember peanut butter? Oh, those were fire too. Hell yeah, those were good. Why they don't sell that shit no more? We talk about sports, whatever you want to talk about. Really, we was talking about some sports though. Hell yeah, we was talking about some sports. A lot of people they don't like to talk sports. We were talking about fashion too. We had the fashion trend going too. Yep. Cinnamon toast crunch don't taste the same. I don't think any food. I don't think any of the food tastes the same though. They done changed. They water down the food. They water down the food also. We live in a new day and age, people. We live in a new day and age. What's your thoughts on Super Clone? So are them the watches everybody was going crazy at the Cherry Creek Mall? I think that's what you're talking about. If that's the case, homie, then people went berserker over a watch that wasn't even, to me, it wasn't even, what's so great about that watch? Because they went, I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but they had a big old riot in the Cherry Creek Mall over some damn watch. It didn't even look that hard. Like, I didn't even think it was that special. A lot of snacks we ate and survived on were discontinued either due to sales. Damn, we survived on the shit. Shit, we did fine. We did just fine. And they took it out. Dickies outfits was in Chucks. Hell yeah, that's what I grew up really on. Chuck Taylors and some Dickie suits. So you do it right, bro. Tailgating up. I need a Savage Sev t-shirt. Let's go, bro. I'm gonna start making merch. Hell yeah. And as soon as I make the merch, I'm about to send one to you, bro. I got you. I'm about to start doing merch, bro. We're gonna take this shit to a whole new level. We're gonna take it to a whole new level, brother. Like, man, toaster strudels, beef Pop-Tarts. Hell yeah, I love me some toaster strudels. I could eat that shit, but it's not, I mean, I don't eat that shit no more though, because I'm trying to be healthy, but that's my go-to for breakfast. Does anyone remember the spaghetti buckets with Little Caesar from Little Caesars? Yeah. Come on, Rada. You back in the day, you would go to Little Caesar. But remember too, Pizza Hut had the salad bar, homie. They don't even have that shit no more. They took all that shit out, all of it. But everyone's nowadays are like 95% similar. Damn. So they try to get it on point all the way. Old school, man. Old school was the best. Dude, even that Southern S'mores in the can shit, that shit was fire too. Hell yeah. If I need that Sav gear to a hat. Hey, I'm thinking about really coming out with that shit, man. I'm thinking about really coming out with some merch, bro. I want to take my channel to the next level, homie. I really like to be real with you. I want to actually be a platform for all Colorado can come and just promote each other, homie, and promote companies and box state business like all the way around. I got this 303 lyric stuff, production fit. The music is like Brother Lynch Hung. The gear music is dope, but not everyone cup of tea. Hey, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to connect, bro, and run some ideas. Our old fashioned Keystone beer with the pull tab. Good old times, homie. Good old times. Good old times. These youngsters don't even know what good times are, man. Should I try a fentanyl or just stick with clean? So is it like you're gonna graduate to fentanyl? Because first and foremost, drugs are not good for you. But they say sometimes don't dabble in something you don't know. So I wouldn't recommend just going to fentanyl. Fentanyl will have you like this doing the fentanyl dip. It's gonna have you lean over doing the fentanyl. At least when you nodding out off of heroin, you're like, and you come back to it. So don't do the Fetty. Fetty's bad for you, bro. Yep. The buffet at Pizza Hut was slamming. Hell yeah, you get the healthiness. Yeah, it's time to set it off. I was telling my wife last night. I got an epiphany last night. I was like, bro, I really want to take this. I really want to take this shit to another level. You know, I got to get some quality camera though. I got to get a quality camera, bro. I got to get some shit that's like professional. I need to come up with a blueprint of ideas just to kill the game, homie. What's new? What up, Andrew? What's good with you, fam? They still have the Chapel Hills Mall. Nah, bro. No, none of that shit. They tore all that shit down, fool. Oh, Citadel. Yeah, the Citadel they have in Colorado Springs. Let me be your hype. Hey, let's go, bro. That's what I'm talking about. NY to Denver, homie. The Denver Box State NYC chapter. You already know, bro. We taking it worldwide, homie. And it gives light to our city, homie. Hell yeah. See, that's the plan right there, fool. Yeah, these kids don't know. Yeah, that's the plan. I really got some ideas last night. I was thinking to myself, like, how could we flip this shit into actually being something bigger than just a YouTube like this? We just gotta make the youngsters watch the Sandlot and they know how we lived. Hey, the Sandlot was my shit, bro. That was a good movie. Tight ass movie. You not finna make no waves, just give up. Ah! What you mean I'm not gonna make no waves? Damn, that was hateful. Yeah, that was hateful. Check this out though, little homie. Check this out, little homie. Let me put you up on a game. I done had two channels. This channel was shadow banned, right? We couldn't even get this on the channel at one time. And I just got paid in the last two time frames, again, paid from YouTube $1,000 a month. So we making waves regardless of your hate. We gonna capitalize off of just you saying that shit, bro. You can't stop it. Can't stop, won't stop, man. But I appreciate the input and the hate. I just gotta go like this now. Just pop it on this dude. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing with it, bruh. Stop playing with that shit. Cause you the reason why I might blow up. Just because them words. Just because them words. So just stay like a fan and stay in the comments, man. Don't do drugs, dare be different. Let's go, man. Stay healthy. Yo, life, hell no. Drugs are trash. Denver's trash, no cap. 5-2 gang, 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 gang. Let's go. Shout out to you. These YNs out here be smoking that K5. Why though? Why though? What have that? That's trash. Ooh, you got some people saying you're trash. Big trash can, man. You not black laughing, talking about homie, talking about homie. You ain't black talking about homie. You mad, bro? Why you pressed? Why you pressed? Cause is it because the eyes? Is it because I'm just kind of built? Is it because like I got the people fucking with me? What is it, bro? I don't know. Is it because my coffee cup? Bro, you gotta rethink that shit, homie. Just go make a platform, dude. You can do it. You can do it, Tiger. I believe in you, little man. You're gonna be there one day. You might have you won't ever be on the level of Savage, but you might be there one day. I'm speaking greatness into you, man. That fool got mad, homie. He got mad. Keep grinding. Let's go. See, that's the positivity right there. Positivity. Don't talk about Denver that way. Let's go, fool. He got a whole thing coming. What's up with it? Salute, salute, salute. Ma, I salute to you. Where you from? Uh, Chaotic Black. Oh shit. Supposed to be having me rolling. Rolling. I'm just mad because we moving together. Hell yeah, they can't stop the hustle, bro. They can't stop. He on the grind. Hell yeah, stop, man. Stop. Stop it. Is the reason why you bank account is growing. Yeah, bro, like that's the thing. Hate it, hate it or love it. The money's in there. Like I just checked the account last night. There's money in my account from this shit. You know, that's the difference. I'm talking because there's a purpose. You're talking just to talk for no reason. You're talking, you probably don't even have a sub. I'm from the Bronx Trust. Man, ooh, what is it? What does that even mean? I don't give a fuck if you was from Compton, Cali, the Bronx, Harlem, Yonkers, Manhattan. What does that mean to me, bro? That doesn't mean anything to me. What it do? How you doing, fam? You think that is that glowing? What does that mean? The New York homie right here. That's the real New York homie. I'm from the Bronx Trust. Really like that. Man, shut your dumb ass up. Go do something with your life in the Bronx right today, bro. He thought he was telling me. This fool really thought he was telling me something. I'm from the Bronx. Man, I don't give a fuck where you from. All right, bro, you look like Russian Mafia. What up? What's up with it? Oh, shit. I love my Bronx motherfuckers. Talks about Denver. We do. You in a box state business. We do. You go to the Bronx. Like shout out to the Bronx, but the real ones, not the emotional dudes. Bro, go to a Bronx chat. This is box state business. Why you even over here? Why you even in Denver? Why you even in Denver's business, out of towner? Go to Bronx. There's a gang of New York fucking platforms. Go over there, bro. We talking about Denver shit. Yo ass want to be so involved in Denver, homie. We little old Denver and you want to be in our mix. We know, we know. We know how it is. You want to be in Colorado's mix, but you can't duplicate us, bro. There's nothing you could do. You can't be us. So go back to the Bronx. Go back to the Bronx, bro. This fool got mad. He got mad at little old Denver, bro. He got mad at little old Denver. I know. He'd be like, bro, you really look like Puerto Rican with the green eyes. You got muscle tone. You got the man, like I get it, bro. But I wasn't here to try to, what I'm saying, make you feel littler than me. I didn't want to make you feel littler than me. That's not what I do. I'm here to give you motivation. And if your dumb ass would just chill, you might gain something from this. Motherfucker's gonna get mugged in the Bronx. Motherfucker gonna get mugged in the Bronx. I'm not going to the Bronx. What the hell? How would I get mugged in the Bronx? I'm not going to the Bronx anytime soon. I don't know if you thought I was going to the Bronx. He can bring his ass to Denver with the attitude. Y'all is crazy, man. Y'all is crazy. Last person I seen say that about the city got his head cracked. I mean, technically, everyone has black DNA. Oh, I'm dead, fool. Yeah, if this is a box state, get the fuck out of here. We watch the Knicks. All right, later, old head. Shout out, youngster. Shout out, nephew. But much love to you, Savage. No disrespect towards you. Nah, I don't take a disrespect. Why would I take, miss? Why would I take disrespect from you? You've been showing love the whole time. The whole time you've been here, like there would never be no disrespect for you. I actually appreciate your support. Who's from the Bronx? I'm from Foreman Road right now, Castle Hill Project. So Southview. Tell him, Marada. Tell him, my homie. Real New York shit right there. The real New York shit. And he fucks with me. So, my New York homies fucking with the Brody, man. What do you guys say in New York? On the dead ones, or you guys say on what do they say? On dead bro. I'm on treatment right now. Not you, bro. Oh boy. Oh no, they dropping addies now. Shout out to you, big bro. Salute, salute. What's up, Brody? Shout out to y'all, man. More high salute to the real ones out there. More high salute. What up with my rotters from the nutty? I see you, my dude. Shout out to y'all, man. Have a good weekend, fam. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Hey, pre-game, man. God bless. Y'all not coming around, no smack, Max, making all them noise. I'm on Tremont on the West Farms right now. Nice. What is you have to explain that shit because I don't think none of us know what that even means. I don't think none of us know what you're even saying, bro. You would have to explain that shit. We're not from New York. We're not from New York, man. If I go to New York, I'm gonna tap in with you. I'm gonna tap in strictly with you, my bro. Come say what's up to you. We could have a beer even, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, man. You representing. I mean, but how don't but that's the thing is, bro, you came in here barking. And don't get mad, cause like don't get mad, bro. You the one that came in around the max right now. You came in here tripping, fool. And nobody even tripping on you. Start talking about Denver and this and that. I'm just like, bro, there's no reason. Like, come in, man. Tell us about the Bronx. Come with some good energy, man. We might actually fuck with the Bronx. We might fuck with it. You just basically said, fuck you, homie. You from Denver. Shout out to my real right there, bro. What up, OG? What's cracking with Bigfoot, man? What's good with the family? Pull up to Castle Hill, little man. Shout out to y'all, man. Boss State Business. Let's go. Shout out to everybody. Thought you said you were leaving, bro. I'm definitely bring me with you when you come out here. The OG got you. Yeah, homie. I'm thinking about actually pulling up to New York because my sister's dudes from New York. Yeah, my sister's dudes all in New York. He has family out there, homie. I might have to come say what's up. I would like to go to New York. I would like to go experience that shit, homie. Hell yeah, I would love to go experience that shit. With the old head talking about pull up like he can't get shot, talking about come to Castle Hill. Oh yeah, I didn't say nobody was gonna get shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who. Yeah, but like you just got to come in with some good energy, my brother. Like if you're a youngster, let me put you up on game. You know, come to West Farms right under the second train. From a homie that did time in prison time, brother, you got to always have some respect. It don't matter where you're from. It matters where you at. You know, you could get chipped off in any place though. That's the thing. I know fools that came out here to the Denver Metro that got killed from New York. I know fools that came out here from Cali that got killed. I know fools that came out here from Michigan got killed over the dice game. And this is little old Denver. But you gotta respect where you at, bro, because there's goons in everywhere you go. There's a goon that will try to live up to that reputation, and people die every single day. That's just a little advice for you, New Yorkers, busters. May God grace involved with you. Hell yes. Appreciate you. God bless you. God bless. God bless the real ones out there. What up, Nutty? What's cracking with you, Brody? Where to my dad? Where to my dads, as the West Coast be like, the dead homies. Okay, and then Chicago be like on King David. On King David. Pull up to Castle. Shout out to the G homie. But yeah, now shout out to everybody, bro. Shout out to everybody out there, man. So it's a lot of riders out here, man. A lot of riders from every little area. Every little area got some riders, right? Every area got somebody. Gotta stay ready. You have to, man, because you go, like, that's the thing. You got to think about it like this. Like, to everybody, you got people in every city. I mean, you got people in every single city that have something to prove. It's not just New York and Cali, Chicago, and some of these cities that people think that there's no activities. Them fools feel like they got to live up more. So them little fools will try to kill you over trying to prove. You gon' like how? What would it look like? Some fool comes to Denver, Colorado, and gets bodied because some fool in Denver just knocked them fools off because somebody was disrespecting, and this fool felt like he had to perform. You got to respect where you at. You got to respect where you at. Knicks gonna run through the AFC this year, and that's on the dead homies. Ugh. Let's go, Rada. Salute, man. I love the shout of that, homie. And I'll be at all the games. I'm going to tailgate. I'm about to tailgate, pull up to all the games. Oh yeah, from the Villes to New York. I'm from New York, but I'm a Denver, May, Box State all day. How long you said how long you said how long was you been out there? You've been out there for a minute, Did that fool who right probably had a night. We were supposed to let me see real quick. So one big example, and I'll give an example of this shit. I'll give two examples, right? Check this out. DJ Quick, right? Everybody heard the song Denver Wants to Be Compton. Everybody heard this song. Everybody heard this shit. Now, what was the reasoning that DJ Quick actually made the song? Because a lot of people don't even know the backstory. He came out here to Colorado and they rushed his stage, right? Because they was all at the concert and he must have been banging. They rushed the stage, got at that fool's security guard, ran that fool DJ Quick out the city, the back of the theater, started jumping on that fool's limo and ran that fool out of Colorado. He made that song, Denver Wants to Be Compton, because he didn't really know what was going on. Another story I'll bring you up to was the whole thing with the Denver Bronco, Darrell Williams, with Marshall Wright, but there was actually a situation with some Texas fools up there too. And playing in the streets, Denver did some unfortunate stuff, and some fool, the Bronco dude got killed. He got killed out here. Because you never know, like you have to know that everywhere you go might be some type of situations that could happen. It's like, you got to have respect for where you go, man. You do. And I learned that the hard way too, because I used to go to Pueblo. Colorado. Didn't know nothing was going on in Pueblo. Didn't even know that shit. Pueblo, they turned up. One time we went out there and we got into a big ass fight. The whole city turned on us. Since I came home and they threw me a block party. I've been doing the hang. I was there when the Trays rushed DJ Quick. Crazy shit, homie. Crazy shit. DJ Quick apologized, but he didn't even know that was going on. The Box State hood historian. I'm in Pueblo. Shout out to the Lowtown, homie. Lowtown gets it in. And I used to have a mindset too about, like, if you wasn't from Denver, right? I didn't really fuck with you, even in our city. And we learn fast, homie. There's going to be fools even in Pueblo. There's going to be fools in Springs. Every little city, homie, there's going to be a handful of people that's going to ride for what they believe in that city. And then fools, actually, they rushed us. We got in a big ass fight, but they were rushing us. Hell yeah, you get chalked anywhere, man. That shit don't matter. Nowhere. It doesn't matter where you from, because I'm going to be real with you. As a youngster for myself back in the day, homie, I have something to prove to the world, homie. You motherfucker be out in my city and you're disrespected in the city. I'm gonna try to knock your block off. Just being very transparent. Back in the day, I tried to prove that Denver was about that shit. And I was willing to go to an extent for that shit. Like, homie, I'm from Denver. Homie, I'll knock your shit out. I'll knock your block off, homie. Because I felt like we had to prove, right? And you always gonna have a youngster that feels that same way from the skating ring. Remember the old school skating rings? You remember that old school? Ooh, that was old school, mommy. The old school skating rings. But yeah, nah. Shout out to everybody, man. Hey, no disrespect when it comes to Denver. Yeah, especially back in the day, bro. Because like I felt like, you have to be a voice for the city, bro. Like even with that, you had to be in the physical form of voice for the city because everybody was already against the city. Like everybody was against the city, bro. So I felt, back in the day, I was willing to go to that extent because I really didn't just have no coping skills or like been able to separate reality from this. I just was living a life and I'm like, yeah, homie, I can't take no disrespect towards the city. All about the pride shit for your city. Yeah. And that's where that came from. Like, and people nowadays are 10 times worse than I was. Because nowadays everybody's on demon time. Everybody's on demon time. Little youngsters is killing left and right. It's like, damn, homie. They killing left and right. So imagine what little dudes is doing nowadays. Imagine what they'll kill for now. Shit's wild, homie. Shit is wild. But yeah. I said, damn, homie. DJ Quick, literally, people talk about that to this day. They be talking about that to this day. Like DJ Quick went out to the Denver Metro, homie, and he got, oh yeah, they're gonna shoot first, homie. They're gonna shoot first. They're not asking no questions. No questions. Demon time really is a real life mindset, homie. Demon time is a real life mindset. They ain't thinking about nothing else. But my little partner was talking about that shit the other day. He said people are just killing to just gain for the blood taste, homie. The taste of blood. Not even for a reasoning nowadays. Not even for a reasoning. These youngsters are killing each other. When we was growing up, there was kind of a reason, right? There was reasoning behind why foods was killing in the 90s. Nowadays, no, but nowadays people don't even know why they're killing. They're just taking each other's life. Even now, while I'm in New York, I stay down, BK tattoos and all, and I don't have any problems with foods out. I stayed on the 303 time all day. Cause you really a box state business family. Like you really from the town, man. This was another thing is too, bro. This is why I always have said to people I knew, because a lot of people from the box state, they could be born and raised out here, but them fools would actually mimic other cities and states because they didn't really have it in them to make the box state look presentable, right? Fools wanted to be a lot of, they wanted to migrate more to like the Cali look or Texas or New York. People were really saying that shit, bro. But if they had, if they just took the time to make a presentation of what the box state was, they could have said away for that shit. Because I know a lot of rappers too. They would act like they're from other states with their music. And it's like, bro, that's not a Denver thing, homie. Like you're trying too much to be somewhere else, something else. Just be yourself, homie. Be a Denver, represent your shit with pride. Represent that shit with pride. Boss state business. Because the fact of the matter, you could put on a facade, but doesn't mean you're from there. You're still from Colorado. You still from Colorado. Yeah. You can't change the fact you're from Colorado. You can't change the fact you was born at Denver General. You was born at Denver General, or you was born at St. Anthony's or Luke or St. Joseph's. You can't change the fact you still from the city. You can try. You can try all you want, but you're still from the Box State. Fools sleep on Denver. Fools say the West Coast, and I have to check them. I'm from Denver. I'm from Denver. Born and raised in the D-town where you get beat down. East side will play around. I'm from Denver. Hell yeah, homie. I always kept that mindset too, bro, because it was like, you know what, really, to be truthful, it was an honor. It was an honor for me to might hit a spot and they be like, that's the Denver homie right there. That fool be putting it down for the city. He got a lot of love for the city. He got a lot of love for his backyard. Fools be like, damn, homie, you from where? Are you from Denver? What's your name? They call me Seven. They call me Seven, Savage Sev. Nice to meet you. Oh, that fool's from the Box State business. A lot of people didn't want to put it out there like that because they thought they were gonna get clowned. And probably maybe too. Maybe they would get clowned because they really didn't have it in them either, you know? So I say this, because maybe you say you from over here, from Cali, would that make you activated? Does it give you some type of power? Mind blown, homie. Nice to meet you. My name is Bilaja Sakla. Where you from? Where you from? That's the honest truth about it. That's the honest truth all the way. There's no other way around it. I'm from Gerada. Where's that at? Where's that at? And we live it. We live by that mindset all the way around. Thailand. I don't know too much about Thailand. I know them fools have some martial art, like some karate shit going on. The Thailand. Nice to meet you, homie. Denver, Colorado. How you doing this morning? Box State business. But that's what it is, man. Yeah, I would damn homie, we're good. We're about to be in the summertime. We're about to be here in the summertime, lady. Memorial Day, they open all the pools too. They opened all the pools, they're gonna open all the pools. I promise you, I'm not gonna be in the crib. I'm gonna be out and about because it's gonna be actually pretty dope out here. It's gonna be dope this year. I'm actually gonna make the summertime a lot of activities going on. Summertime's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good thing. I agree with people about that, saying it's not where you from, it's where you at. Wrong, because where you from made. No, and I think I agree with you tremendously. I just think when I say it, it's like if you're in somebody's backyard, homie, just respect because you're in their backyard. Have some type of respect. You always going to represent your shit. Like, I'm from Denver, homie, but there's a lot of people that because they're from somewhere and they go somewhere and they feel like they can disrespect it because they're from this place and they feel entitled, But I agree with you. Like, you always gonna rep your backyard. You're always gonna rep it. Because I would never, even if I lived, I'll be like, homie, I'm from East Denver. Like, I'm an East Denver baby, might give me one more cup of coffee and then go hit this gym off. I might go give me some gym time in. Might give me one more cup of coffee, get some gym time in. I had a long day yesterday. Like it was a long day, but it was good. Like it was good to see people. Like it was hella good to see people. I ain't seen in a minute. I ain't seen family in a minute. So it was good. It was good to see them. I said, damn, sis. I said, I ain't seen you in a minute. Oh, and then, hey, check this out, OG. Peep this. My little niece, she was a baby, bro. When I was in the penitentiary, she was a baby. So when I got out, she was still little. I seen my niece yesterday. Homie. Man, she's 18 now. She's 18, fool. And I'm not used to that shit because my niece is a baby. She was a baby. And now she literally had a boyfriend, homie. She had a boyfriend. I went up to her boyfriend like I'm her big uncle. I said, "What's your name?" He looked at me like this big ass fool pressing me. I said, "You better treat my niece right, cause she's 18 now, you know." But I wasn't used to that shit, man. Your character respect is earned, not given out. Yeah, not for real. I agree with that. I agree with that shit. It has to be earned, right? You can't just give it out. I was tripping on how fast the time had went, bro. Cause my niece was just like she was a kid. My nieces and nephews, both. They're all graduating now, and I'm from Australia. I went hunting yesterday and shot myself a 12-foot saltwater. Damn. You ain't scared of that? You're not scared to catch a crocodile, bro? You're actually not scared to go hunt some crocodiles? That's interesting right there. It's hard to see like the kids grow up though. No, it's a good thing, but when they good eating, how yeah, what do they taste like? Chicken, right? I heard they taste like some chicken or some shit. So I would like to actually go do that. That would be tight too. That would be dope. Yeah, my the nieces and nephews, they're growing up, homie. It's kind of hard to see that shit because like it just goes to show you how fast life hits, bro. You know? It goes to show you how fast life will hit. One day it's there, the next day it's just gone. Like, damn, that shit went fast. That shit went hella fast. I was pissed about that shit too, man. I was like, damn. I told my niece was nervous. She was actually nervous to introduce her little boyfriend to the family because they already know, homie. They already know my sister. That's my sister's daughter, and everybody knew. Her brothers was very overprotective of our sister. So now it's our niece, and we're like, and they didn't want to actually introduce niece to her uncles. And I'm good. Like I know how to talk to males that come in the family, but also if I sense you might be a little weirdo or you might be weak, motherfuckers will play on that shit. You will look very handsome in a uniform. What kind of uniform though? What kind of uniform you talking about? A uniform like army, the army fatigue, or like a uniform as like the cops? Ugh, interesting. Forces. See, I would have the Air Forces. They would say that be all crisped up. the forces, get going. Like, okay, I see it. If I went, if for the service, if I went to the penitentiary, I probably would have, to be honest. Yeah, one of my brothers has six. Oh, you know then, bro. What up, BFW, my brother? But these kids nowadays, both of my nieces be like, what does your tattoos be? He's like, bro, I don't even want to describe this shit to you. Like, I don't even want to describe. Say, hey, what up, my bro? DFW, how you doing this morning, my brother? Shout out to you. Hope your Saturday's good. Mall high salute. Homie, so one thing about my family, we always, like, there's a lot of males in the family and then there's a lot of females, right? And the females in our family, we've been overprotective of our female family members. Like, I'm talking about to a point where we did this destruction on some of the dudes, right, that come into the family, because you're coming into a family and most people don't even have respect at the end of the day. And you can't just come into the family and disrespect. So, my nieces were scared, fool. Nieces was scared to tell uncle this is this is my new boyfriend, and she's 18, so she's barely becoming like, that's still my baby though. I just tell him BK means basketball. Being Mr. Mom right now. What you doing, bro? What are you doing? You watching the kids? Hey, shout out to your dad of the year though, bro. That's the dog right there, homie. Salute. Salute to my brother right there, man. The teardrop is a scare. Teach him, Teach him. Yeah, I think of it like that, homie. I think of it like that all the time. Like, oh, and don't let me get started on my mom, homie. Cause my mom, that was a lady that we were really overprotective. My daughter is causing a havoc right now. Why? What is she doing, bro? What do you mean? Oh, is your daughter getting older? So now you have to play Papa role, bro, and you tripping on anybody she brings home? Or is she just going crazy as a baby? Oh yeah, because you got a baby, yeah. Yeah, are you terminate dating? Intermid what does that actually mean? Let me see. I'm gonna try to really understand this. I'm illiterate. So I'm gonna sound this out. Intermid dating. What does that actually mean? What does that actually mean? Like intermittent fasting? Or is it the speed dating? Are you intermitting mid dating? No, I don't think so. They're gonna be like, fool, you went to Manual High School. Do you scare people? Intimidating. So check it out. Like, check this out, right? Since I got out of prison, I had an aura around me, right? People would be like, you can't approach you because you look scary, right? Intimidating. They would be like, you can't approach you because you look scary. So I had to actually teach myself how to have a lighter energy, because usually I'm animated what I do. Like, I'm an animated person. Even like people might get scared because it feels like it's aggressive. Um, but nah, I'm a gentle giant too. You look like your name is Ross, Rick Ross. Yeah, I'm a gentle giant, like, to be real. I just play, like, I have nieces and nephews and kids, so I have to be more to teach them, like, not to have this burden on them. I have to teach him like be joyful, play. You know what I'm saying? Don't always be mad at the world because everybody's pissed. You know, so I wouldn't say I'm intimidating, but a lot of people do take it because you're just, I mean, a bigger person like solid muscle. People just kind of just they get that from it. You know, my 3-year-old niece asked for my phone, so I asked her what she was watching, and she said, "Sev." Shout out to niece. Salute to niece. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm watching Cooking with Kaya. I said, "Give me my phone." Oh yeah, don't. Yeah. What happened to old girl? She went to jail though. I heard Cooking with Kaya. She went to jail. You are too handsome to scare anyone. That's another thing, is right. So I didn't, and really to be truthful, I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't get. So when I was younger, I was little. I'm wetito, right? I got, I'm a lighter skinned person. People thought I actually am white. Like they thought that I was Caucasian. So some of the schools, when I was a youngster, they try to bully me. Them dudes try to bully me. And I was always like, not to be cocky, but I always had like little admirers, even in elementary. I always had admirers, so they didn't like that shit. They tried to bully. I always had these green eyes, and everybody was always like, "That's the green eye bandit right there." And so yeah. Well, later down the road, I learned how to. I learned that I could actually chunk them. I know how to actually a little bit squabble a little bit. You was not just gonna bully me after getting into middle school and getting into high school. So yeah, that's kind of how the story began, and then I carried that. I carried that on the back, like yeah. So yeah, that was always like that. That's what it was, to be real. You know. Then I went to the penitentiary, and in there, you have to actually keep a persona of just the demeanor of prison. Can't really show too emotion. You're just always walking with a mean mug. So teaching yourself new traits, teaching yourself new ways to carry yourself, it was one of the biggest things, one of the biggest things. Yeah, you got to teach yourself new ways to carry yourself. Because I'm tatted down, I got tattoos. People automatically just see the tattoos and they be like, that fool's from prison, or that fool looks, he carries himself a certain way, stilo. So yeah, but but that's why we can't judge a book by its cover too. A lot of people be judging books by their cover. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm about to make me another cup of coffee because I'm feeling it. It's good vibes in here. Make me some more coffee. Make me a little bit more coffee, y'all. Like, make me a little more coffee. What's up? What's up? Make me a little more coffee. People also overlook your tattoos when you conduct yourself a certain way. Yeah, so one thing I'll do. What up, Big Dave? What's cracking with my Brodies? What up? See Brad in the building. What's good with you, fam? One thing I'll say like this: I've learned to adapt because I live. So check this out. I live in Green Mountain, right? And it's one of the more laid back. There's a lot of retirements. There's a lot of business people over here. I've learned to be able to go up and talk to anybody. I can go up to the old dude. You can tell this who's been through veterans and war. I'll go up and have a whole conversation just because my demeanor, like I'm charismatic. I got charisma. I could go talk to anybody. But yeah, I taught myself a lot of that shit. Good morning. What's good with you? But that goes too though. That goes into too. What up, my bro? What's good with you? Good to see you Saturday morning. That goes into too. This is the thing. I gotta be real. When I was growing up, we didn't talk to white folks. I'm sorry to say, like I didn't talk to a lot of white folks because it was project babies. It was black folks and Latinos, you know. That's it. I didn't have a lot of good run-ins. So I had this, this chip on my shoulder. Those dudes, they don't like you. And that's not even true. Because when I got older and I started, meeting people from everywhere, there's good people everywhere, bro. Good people, and then there's bad people. Like I can go talk to the crazy business white dude, and he's gonna be like, I like your style, bro. And I could talk to these dudes over here, bro, that are, over here, and these dudes. I could talk to every hood now. I could talk to fools that I used to consider enemigos, like their hood. I could talk to them dudes. I could talk to these dudes, like, because I kind of taught myself, bro. I kind of taught myself, White people are trashy to me, and I'm white. I mean, I don't see it like that. I see but there's everybody. There's trashy people in every ethnic group. Like, you gotta like people for individuality, to be truthful, to be real. You gotta like people for individuality, to be real. Because I met some of the most, I would have to say, the people I met, they were some real ass people that gave me a lot of advice that were white. Like, just hard working people that grew up off of hard work. That was some of the best advice to me. Because I would, like, to be real, I grew up in an environment where it's you gonna get it any means necessary, even taken from people. We were taught, But I learned from, like, businessmen that you work for that shit. Like, good work ethic, So it's like, I try not to judge off of, like, the skin color or nothing. I try to judge off the individuality of a person. Oh, you live in Green Mountain, lovely. That's been, hell yeah, it's beautiful over here too, bro. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So yeah, that's kind of just my mindset on the thing. You got eyes like a Scar from Lion King. Damn, not the Lion King. Not the young Lion King. Scar was a cutthroat dude, man. Scar was cutthroat. You live and learn, though. Like, check this out. And I know this is gonna sound crazy, right? When I was in the penitentiary, I knew some fools that they had like extreme views. And if it wasn't for their views, they would have been the realest motherfuckers out there, homie. Because they lived off of morals, and, like, just being like, the activities was real. It's just the mindset of hate was terrible. But they lived by being a man of your word. They lived by having dignity. They lived by being a real motherfucker that will go at any time. You disrespect, they're gonna stand on principle, and they're gonna go in for that shit. And I'd be like, okay, yeah, I could get down with that shit, So I didn't have, besides hating over skin color, that was the only thing. That was the only downfall of them dudes. You don't go fishing. Hell yeah, bro. I literally have a lake. It's called Main Lake. There's a Main Lake down the block. Got some trout in there, homie, and I love that shit, bro. I'll go over there by myself, throw that shit in the lake. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fishing's a peaceful thing, bro. What year did you drop, Algie? Gunner said. I dropped out of school. In 2002. I dropped out of school in 2002. Tell Gunner too, bro. I'm the big homie, and I wanna give him some shine. That I wanna interview him on my channel. I'll shout that dude out. I'll bless Gunner. I'll bless Gunner with some shine. Nah, shout out to you, bro. How you doing today? Hell yeah, fishing's great though, bro. Fishing's actually a dope thing to do. Like, that's one thing I actually enjoy now is fishing. I enjoy that shit fishing. Cause really you go on the lake and you're just chilling there peacefully with no distractions. You just fishing, bro. What's better than that though? What's better than that? Just catching some fish, you know? Are you talking about gunner collectives? Yeah. He didn't say that either, bro. Don't believe this guy. He didn't say that. Gunner Collective don't even know who I am. He don't even know who I am. He might. Savage is a little big deal though, but he don't even know me. He don't even, and if he does, man, my channel must have grew. My channel must have grew to the top. You know, it must have grew out of proportions. I mean, he wouldn't even he's a con artist. He wouldn't even allow me to be a sub on his channel. I try to go over there and they didn't even allow me to be a subscription to Gunner Collective. They were like, "Nah, you're not coming on this channel." What was that fool? What was he doing, con artist wise? What did he do? He was like conning people out of bread. So he was probably selling the product of some merch or something and not giving them their shit. How did you get on that one viral video where they were like, bro, you know what's crazy is he reached out to me. I don't even know how that was a play. Somebody, he was trying to reach out to somebody in Colorado, and then they said, talk to the voice of Colorado. That's what they told him. They shot him my number, and that fool Nick hit me up with a text like, "I'm Nick Shirley. Check out my channel. We're about to do a Venezuelan. Would you?" Somebody said that you're high profile in Colorado, like you're a reputable person. Would you be down to go meet up with him? So I said, hell yeah. Let me try. Let me see who this is. And sure enough, I went to go meet up with that fool that day. Um, but the cold part about that shit is, um, he didn't put my whole interview in that shit, bro. He cut out a lot of my stuff out that interview. Yeah, he cut out a gang of stuff in that interview. Like he only used what he wanted to be real with you. Um, Gunner is no good. I hear that shit. I heard that fool was out there no good. So how is he gonna talk about Savage Sam being a dropout? A dropout. I didn't even know what that term was till just recently, bro. He told them that his cousin Ricky was locked up and just going to go far from me. Come to find out, his cousin was never locked up. Damn. See, con artist, bro. Telling lies out here. What? When I first got there to Denver, my grandfather from Montbello took me fishing and gold panning, catching carbs and catfish. Nice. I'm like, I'm from New York. We don't fish. Hey, how did you like that shit though? How did you like that shit though? Because I know fishing was probably crazy. Why would he do that, bro? Was people really doing the GoFund and he would pocket all that? Okay, I get it now. I figure that's how most interviews work when they interview multiple people. But the cool part about that dude is he changed his number immediately after that interview because I had hit him up like, why didn't you put the whole interview in there? Like everything we were speaking about, why did you like cut out everything? And he literally turned his phone off on me. So Nick, if you're watching, we need answers. We need answers, Nick. You can't run from this. Nick Shirley. And now he went over. He's like a million views on that one that I was on. A million views. A million views, and he didn't even shout out my channel. But people seen it though. He didn't even shout out the channel, but people actually seen that shit. What it do, JBZ? Was cracking with you, brother? Now, let me explain this too. I want to explain this. First and foremost, I had made a video about Savage Studio a little bit back, like when he was still alive. And it was talking about the subject of dropouts, right? I could never understand the dropout mindset, right? And people will say different things like, yeah, they got green lighted and, there was a bad jacket, or they just didn't want to be a part of control. They didn't want to be a part of the prison program. But to be real, isn't that kind of like when it comes to the organization aspect, especially with the fools that are really push that structure, isn't that kind of what you joined up for? You signed up for that shit, right? You put your life on the line for that shit. You put a contract in for that shit. And then when you get to prison and it becomes very serious, then you decide that you don't want to be a part of it. And you go to another yard that they say is no good, and then you join a dropout gang. I could never understand that shit. It was just something that didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me at all. I'm like, homie, because I take it like this, bro. When I hit DOC in Colorado, I hit the compounds, and I don't know. When I think about that shit, I was like, there was no way I could actually put down the rag and stop riding the politics because I had too many enemies. It's like, wouldn't your enemies put a green light on you off top? If you dropped out, you would be stuck. You would actually be stuck in a situation because you have so many enemies. It's like, damn, fool, how could you even do that? That's why I never understood that. I always say this, to be real, you really don't even know who you are till you hit a compound. You really can't even say, and I don't want it to come off wrong, but you can't really say who you are till you really hit the prison compound and be behind them walls to figure out who you really are in the gang life. Because that's where the real hitters are. The streets are the streets. But you can run from different things in the streets. You can't run from shit in prison. That's just funny how, my cousin from the club, Decades, Small World, old school, my bro. Hell yeah. That's old school. Shout out to Decades, man. That's how I felt about that, though. You really don't know your identity till you hit that compound. You really don't know who you are till you hit a compound. If you're gang banging, because it's easy to, it's a little more easy to be in the streets active, and then you can go back to the hood comfortable. You can have a little bit comfortable shit. But when you're in prison, bro, you might end up in a dorm with enemies that are way deeper than you. People don't even know what they're faced with till they face with that shit, till you really survive shit like that. You hit the compound, a unit, and your enemies are 10-1 on you. You really don't even know. You really don't even know who you are. You really don't even know what you are. And there's not pistols in prison. So now you're going to have to be combat up. You're going to have to study combat. So it's like, it's hard to really actually judge that, but you would think real life gangsters would want to stay in them atmospheres because that's where you really get your stripes at. My neighbor got 7 years for DV. He broke probation his first time ever in trouble. He's a jackass. I feel that. I fuck with, but I know Mouse for years in a personal level. He's Mighty Mouse? Mighty Mouse? He tried to come after my channel too. I'm related to Mike Alvarado. I was actually in CMRC with that dude, bro. He was boxing. That's all he did was box. I was in CMRC. Yeah, we talk about America and prisons. Salute, I enjoy the content, brother. Keep growing and may everything you wish to achieve. I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that real talk. Hey, thank you for the motivational words, homie. I need that shit all the time, bro. Like, you don't know, like, people don't understand how much that means. I found who I was as man when I got off the bus in Columbus, Georgia, and them drill sergeants pulled up yelling, hella different. But I seen fools quit the first day, suicidal walking. So I'm gonna speak from experience right now. Yes, I survived prisons, right? I survived penitentiaries. I went to prison. I was in the front line of prison, gang banging. I caught write-ups for going to war and almost caught new cases and all kinds of shit, right? Walked in units with fools that didn't like the set they, homie, did what I had to do, handle that shit. And that shit showed me that I'm not even a prison type dude. And I did 10 years from juvenile all the way to adult. And I'm not even a prison dude, homie. It showed me. It showed me. So when I say this, you really don't know who you are till you're in them environments. It showed me. I don't want prison. Prison's for fucking the people that really can't get it together, bro. Hell yeah, it showed me. And I got the heart of a writer, bro. I'm a writer. But that's just not for me. That shit's not for me. I can do it, but I don't what? Hell no, I don't want to do that shit. I'm the prime example of it. In my mindset, if you don't have life sense or no longer time than me, I'm not following a G. I'm not following no G program. Everywhere I went, I have the keys to the car. Amen to that, definitely. But look at my situation. I was a baby, fool. I'm 18, fresh in DOC. I caught my case at 18, so I was a kid, you know? What the fuck could I do? I was like a youngster. They considered me a kid. And you know, the youngsters, there's rules for the youngsters. And at the time, bro, you know, for myself, it's all about the revolution. Community revolution in progress. I'm a ride with the program because my heart was there, you know, but I was still a baby though, bro. Like, so it's a little different for the young homies. And I'm Mexicano. So yeah, bro, like I had to attach to the program, but I was not the one that was gonna be on no pawn shit either. They didn't like that shit because I always spoke up. I spoke up against even homies that were doing bad. And that's one reason why I fought some homies, because they didn't like me being a person that would speak my mind. You know how it goes. Um, what's up, Loco? What's cracking with it? YouTube, he's white, but a down ass. Okay. I thought you was talking about Mighty Mouse, my brother. I was like, that fool came after my channel, asked me a question in a different account, Mighty Mouse. And then this motherfucker gonna get mad on what I said about pedophiles. He actually asked me with a different account and got pissed at what I said. So he was playing just to cause some drama. And then I didn't even know who he was. Everybody just was like, Mighty Mouse is after you. Mighty Mouse is after you. Look at you now, my boy. Hell yeah, nah. We doing good though. You know, we doing good. Shit, we doing good, man. Like I can't even complain. Everything's blessed. Everything's blessed, you know? Everything's blessed. Prison in Asia is crazy. Why is Asia crazy? Hey, you know a dude named Homo, he's dead though. Met him in Green Mountain. Nah, bro, I know some fool named Hydro. Mad over pedophiles is sick. Damn. Why you so angry, man? You gotta calm down. I'm not really angry. Why you so mad though? Damn, I'm not mad, bro. I'm actually happy. The only reason why I'm mad is because the Avalanche lost last night, man. You got to calm down a little bit, man. You're going to have an okay. All right, I'll practice that, man. I'll practice to have a little bit more peace. Yeah, so that's that was that though. It's like that shit was wild, homie. I was like thinking about that shit. I said, damn, bro, this fool Mighty Mouse was tripping. Mighty Mouse came in there like tripping. When I first went in, I was programmed and followed protocol, yep. But when the car started putting me on a mission, how, yeah, that was the thing, my bro. Like, cause check this out, fam. You know, you a grown man, you a grown ass man. I mean, like, after a while, you understand, like, you kind of see these fools are doing some weird shit. They're selective politicking because they're allowing shit that's happening on the yard, but their homies, they're throwing a blind eye to what their homies are doing. And when you think about that shit, you're like, damn, homie, these fools are really selective politicking. And then they're trying to come at me with, because I got a good heart and I'm a ride for the cause. After you see that shit, you're like, nah, that's not going down no more. Hell nah. So, some people feel entitled. You better not talk back. But I couldn't be quiet like that, bro. So I started, I had to get down with some of the homies over the shit. I actually got packed out by the homies in Ben County, bro. They packed my ass out. I was fighting and got stowed on from the side. Boom. Like, damn, fool, this fool just snuck me because, of situations. But it's like, I'm done with following a program. Hell no, at 42, at 40 years old, at 40 years old, I ain't selling no. I'm not doing no program. I'm too old for that shit. But the bad part about it is too, I just seen some recent shit too, like some recent shit. One of the dudes that and check this out. Last year, the same dudes that roller coaster me, they had smacked up some red rag food. They had smacked up little red rag food, slapped him up over it. I was outside. I was out here. Right? And I seen the dude, and I'm about to go talk to this dude, and he thought that I was actually cool with these dudes because we all was lokes. So me and my wife are in the Family Dollar. Me and him get to squabbling over that shit. So I caught the domino effect with the dude because he thought I was coming. He thought that I still was cool with these dudes when I had got packed out by these dudes, bro. In prison, me and him end up chunking them. So there, it was one of them things. It was like, homie, I got some slack from the situation from what happened in Ben County. There's no age limit on reforming yourself. Say no to the program time. Nah, we can't program, brother. No program. There's no age limit. Hell yeah, we're reforming ourselves right now, brother. If you always do what you always did, you always get what you always got. You are smart, homie. You are smart, my brother. Salute to that. Yeah, you got to change it because they say if you go back to your problems, you go back to the same situation. You're insane. Insanity. That's insanity. You got to switch it up. You have to switch it up. That's why I say, go get you a fishing pole and go to the lake and just live a joyful life. Peace. You're hilarious, buddy. Love from Scotland. Hell yeah! Shout out to you. Shout out to my Scott. Hey, do they really be hitting the bagpipes? Do they really be hitting the bagpipes out in Scotland, bro? They're real close. What's up? Salute to my brother. How you doing, fam? My high salute. My high salute to the chat. I said, damn, fool. Shit was wild, homie. I thought about that shit every single day. Every single day I was thinking about that shit. Like, after, and you want to know what's crazy about that? I spoke about this before, homie. When that happened and I got back out to the yard, because I went back to the prison yard. I went back to GP, fool. I didn't know what was going to take place because some of them dudes got moved out. The homies got moved out because it turned into a big old fight. And I had said this story, and I had told about this story. I had 90 days to go. 90 days to go, homie. And I grabbed something from the homie, and my mindset was I was gonna try to hit. I was gonna actually try to hit this dude, bro, because I was messed up. I mean, I had got packed out by the homies, and I was messed up, and I was gonna try to hit that fool, homie. My mind was already made up. Like I'm about to go catch some more time for this shit. One of my OG partners, he sees me, and he's like, he analyzed me like, damn fool. He's like, what are you doing? And I had respect for this guy, man. I had respect for him. He's like, Sev, what do you have on you? And he could tell in my eyes, bro, I was hurt. He's like, go back to your unit, bro. Don't go do some stupid shit. You're about to go home in 90 days. You MRD in 90 days, homie. Don't throw your life away for going to put in some work and catch another case, homie. Because out here in Colorado, they don't run that shit concurrent. They run it consecutively. I said, damn, fool. Right. It was the only reason that didn't take place because that fool actually talked to me and I knew him from the streets. Watch your back, little homie. And I go analyze that shit to this day. I said, homie, if I would have actually went to the other side of that facility, I would have actually caught another case and probably got double the time I was already doing. Yeah. That shit was a cold shot. Cold shot. Probably. I got to get another tattoo. So the tattoo person that I had, he went to another city. And I kind of I want to go get over here some more on the neck. Boom. I'm gonna get the rest of my sleeves. I got some patterns that I gotta get. In Crowley, I started the riot. We were banging with the Seattle inmates. Damn. And in Bank County, I set it off there too with the homie Lil Chris, R.I.P. Yep. I was in both that places too, my bro. Hell yeah, I was both of them. Yeah, I don't think you was over there in Bank County when they opened up the west side. Was you on the 7A side? They only have the 7A side when they opened it up, because they had a 7A side in Bent, and then they had 5-4, 6-5-4, 3, and then they had an honor roll pod over there. Bent County was an interesting facility, bro, because it was not even that serious, but fools was just trying to gangbang so much in Bent County when I was there. And it must have been all the youngsters pulled up to Bent County because it was active season. Active season, bro. What do you think about X-ray tattoos on top of the head? Damn, I never even seen that. Like, I seen some fool struck down at the graduation yesterday with some tattoos on the head. Did my own tats. I effed them up. Huh. You need to get quality tattoos if you're going to get tattoos. Like quality ones. I'm trying to think. No, because I actually went Bank County. I went to CMRC in Bank County. And then I went to Bank County from CMRC back to Bank County. Yep. I went to CMRC, bro, in that time frame. And then I went back to Bank County to MRD. What up, Big Jess Hernandez? What's good with you, brother? What's good with you, fam? What happens if you're not affiliated in prison? Out here in Colorado, you're good. You stay in your own lane. You don't get in no gambling. Don't start messing with the dudes, and don't get in no debts. You'll be good. Don't get into it with no gangbangers, because once you get into it with one gangbanger, you're gonna have that whole gang after you. But they consider you neutral. That's what they would consider you, neutral. What up, Big Patrick? What's good with you, brother? Salute. Salute, 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 my salute. Shout out to you. In Bank County, when I was there, it was all dorms and no lockers. Okay, so you was over there a long, long ago. Yeah, so now like Bank County has two sides of the facility, bro. They have a west and the east. I I went up there, bro, and they moved everybody out from the 7A side because I'm not gonna lie, homie, for a whole 3 months straight, the homies were up there tripping on everything. I'm talking about being so disrespectful. They were deep. The homies were deep. They were they were just making problems for everybody, bro. They whooped the LPP food, whooped the white boy, smacked up the little New York food that was a blood, smacked up the little Park Hill food that was a blood. They were just being disrespectful to everybody. I get the heads up with the Texas Syndicate. Me and the homie pack his ass out. Little CeeLo smashed on the LGB. Little Rock smashed on the little fool from Lincoln Parks. It was just going down, fool. So the gang coordinator, Brown, I don't even know if he was still there, if he was there when you was there. They wrapped all the lokes up, bro, and started just taking them to other sides of the facility. Oh, I said, damn, fool. So yeah, it was definitely, bro, it was wild. I want to get a face tattoo, but I work with kids. They're gonna ask you all the time, bro. Um, you look a bit like everlasting jump around. What's good, homie? You already hit the gym. Nah, I'm gonna go with my wife when she wakes up. Go with my wife when she wakes up. This fool speaks 100 from time he done OG. Salute to the rider, bro. Appreciate you, my homie. Appreciate you. I appreciate the love and support, my homie. Duh, I definitely do. As YouTuber favorite, etc. What are the pros and cons of being in if you ended up in prison again, would you join a gang? Bro, check it out. I'm never gonna go to prison, but you know, it's no pros really. I mean, pros and cons is that the pros is that you always gonna be in a structured environment with the hood, right? And not all the time, but mostly. If you're neutral, bro, and you don't, you get into it with some gangbang, you're gonna have a gang after you. You don't have really, the structure of like I would have to say that the safety in the neighborhood, the gang. So yeah, if you're neutral, you can become a victim. You can become prison victim. Somebody can prey on you. That comes with too. If there's a violent predator, and he wants you, he's gonna take because you don't have who's gonna back you. Once you're neutral, nobody's gonna back you. So I don't know. I think it's just prison itself is trash, you know. And they just a little ass gym in the visiting room. Yeah, they got two gyms now. They got two gyms, bro. They got that outdoor gym that you're talking about, the little one, and then they got the gym, the big one in the main buildings. They have a basketball court in that shit too. No face tattoos. I got my hand tat, and everyone asks about it. Hell yeah. That's what it does, you know. Prison don't make you tough. Um, do you assume that? Ghost is a moron. What are the pros? He said, "What are the pros? You want to be a gangster, take care of your family." That's not being a gangster though. That's just being a man. I know gangsters that will put the streets before their family. So I hear that a lot. But to be real with you, gangsters they do whatever the fuck they want. Being a gangster is not even some shit to even say I'm a gangster. Like that's not even respectable, bro. Being a man, that's being a man. And I always hear that being a gangster is taking care of your family, but a real gangster is gonna say it's about this money. That's why I don't respect when fools say I'm a gangster. Man, that ain't what the hell are you saying, bro? Be a man, homie. You know, be a man. Cause I know, Ghost loves to, you know, and that nah real shit. And that's no disrespect to you, but yeah, gangsters get it any means necessary. If they got family, kids, gangsters will say, F the kids, F the family, I gotta get this money. That's what real gangsters will say, to be real with you. Being a man is where it's at. Being a man is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Um, Gangs are needed for creating music and sharing lives. This food. What it do? How you doing, fam? Oh, I salute. I was curious about it since changing about this type of content. Yeah, Ghost, you know what it is, bro. You're always gonna have people gonna argue with you. Jack, you're projecting. Hello, handsome. It's always blessing. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. Hi, daddy. Hi, daddy. Hi, daddy. Um, Yeah, not, but not for real. Like just be a man, bro. That's probably the most honorable and respectable person a person could be is go take care of your responsibility. Take care of your responsibility with the family. Because if we get down to that too, the mafia, right? They was the real gangsters, right? Bro, they literally would go out there, murder, unalive somebody, and then get back to the family. Because the gangster life and the organization and the crime family was more important than just actually their family, you know? So I just be like, damn, homie, that's deep. When you think about that shit, that's deep. We here in a lit gang. If you a gangster 24/7, if you a gangster, any means necessary, my dude. That's why I'm like for myself, I just be like, bro, now to be real with you, I'm like, homie, I'm just gonna be a normal dude, man. I'm gonna be a normal dude. I'm normal, homie. I'm normal. I'm just want to be normal. I just want to send me a cup of coffee. Come talk to the real ones out there. Come say what's up to the real people out there, man. It's okay to be a square. Bro, that's probably the best thing you could be is like, for my opinion, there's people that gotta live what they live because people are still in this world trying to find shit out. So there's, foods is gonna be active. But if you can find a way to better yourself, hell yeah, be a square, man. Because you really live life like, come on, Rodas, like, go live life and have good times out there, man. Go live life and have a good time. Like, you'll enjoy it. You'll love it. You'll love that shit to the max. I mean, the pros are it teaches you to be a man and stand on your own. The cons, you are away from your family and kids, and someone telling you when you can take a shower, looking at you. Like, that's another thing is too. One of the most degrading things is, bro, is stripping down in front of men to lift up your nuts. Degrading. Every visit, every time you go to a visit, every time you come back, you're stripping down in front of men and bending over. So would it be a problem if a non-affiliate is cool with different gangs? To be real with you, I'll be real. Have respect, but don't get too close. Have respect, but don't dabble in their problems, because once you dabble in their problems, you take on their problems. Check this out. Say that you have a business thing going on in the yard. You guys are getting some money. You might be getting money with this gangbanger. If something comes back, homie, and you're not affiliated, they're gonna put that shit on your head. They're gonna put that shit on your head, and you're gonna get the domino effect. That gangbanger probably gonna have to clean you up. He gonna have to clean you up. They're gonna put that shit on your head. They coming for you because you're non-affiliate. They're just gonna be like, you're disposable. Yeah, you gotta go put this on. Let's go. What's good? Shout out to the homie Lazy. What's good with you, fam? Now, so my question is really asked, what are the pros and cons of joining a prison gang? Now, what are the pros and cons of going to prison? So it's basically pick a side at that point. You have, I mean, that's why a lot of people do though, because you're gonna program. Even neutral people had to program, bro. I mean, you're gonna have, because sometimes it might be like some of this thing might be a race situation. It might be a race in some of these facilities. The race, it might be a racial thing, bro, and you will have to get involved. If you're certain, it might be a thing where you have to get involved. You have to you have to stay healthy. You're gonna have to work out, because you're gonna be easy pickings if it pops off. Hell yeah. You still gonna have to program in some type, you know. I seen you doing a live. What about my area? That's a sick situation, bro. The reason why that's sick, because that dude right there, bro, he had this podcasting. He had this podcasting and he could have changed his life up, homie. And now he's gonna fight a case. He's gonna fight a case, my bro. He had this podcasting, like he should have just made his money. What was he doing? What was really going on, homie? Now somebody passed away and he's catching a murder case. Yeah, nah, for real, JB, for real. Like that's kind of what the joint brings, really. Hard Rock, Nick, what's with it? What's good with you? Is there a Mexican side? Hell yeah. If it was like a full on race war, bro, hell yeah, there is. Yep. Hell yeah. We don't really like I didn't really see like a big old race riot or racial, like the racial war in Colorado. Me myself. Now people talk about that. When I was down, it was more about gangs, but prison is structured around that, definitely. It definitely is. Hip hop legend Rob Bass passed away. I seen that shit too. I didn't really know too much about him, but everybody was talking about it. Died peacefully, surrounded by family. Hey, yeah, rest in peace to that dude, man. Rest in peace to that dude. Rest in peace to that dude. Now, Los Angeles, California, yeah, they gonna have way more. Oh shit. So he said I was a damn homie. I was in a private prison in Texas, homie. It was co-ed and fools were banging about female inmates. How did they do that? How the hell did they do that, fool? Inmates, me, I was like, no, Jimmy, hat, stay there. So they had actually females in their own units, or they had it in the same pod, bro. That's like domestic violence is all the time. Domestic violence is everywhere, bro. Oh, send me. I thought I sent that. I actually thought I sent that back to you, fam. I sent my number. Maybe I'll have to go look at that again because there was like three different Gmails, and I had gave my number. I had sent my number through Gmail. Yeah, I sent my number through Gmail. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go do that again. In your case, do most people get put on in prison or were they already affiliated? Mine, I'm a generational banger. This came when I was a kid. Like people were already in my family banging, so I didn't get put on in prison. Um, I was already banging since I was a kid. I was prospecting for the turf at 12 years old, 13, because I was around older cousins and shit. Um, but in prison, a lot of people do get put on, bro. A lot of people get put on in prison. A fool wouldn't even be a gangbanger at all their whole life. They'll go to prison, and it's all about recruitments. New numbers, you're going to have 6, 7 different hoods come at you. Where you from, homie? We got you. The big brothers got you. So that's why people get put on, you know. For me, it was a little different because I was banging for so long, and I had a lot of enemies. One big reason why I stuck 100 with the Lokes, because I pushed the Crip car the whole time when I was in my younger years. I had a lot of enemies, wars, There was no reason for me to go to prison and try to push something else. I couldn't. I had a domino effect. You were going to keep it solid or you're going to get removed. And it might be by the homies because they knew me. Homies knew me. I couldn't just go into prison and say, "Oh, I'm not a lope no more because I'm Mexicano." Hell nah. You signed up for that shit. You take on what's the responsibility of that shit. You know? What I find messed up is how the prison system doesn't separate the inmates based on their charges. I mean, some do, some don't, but it's getting more leeway. There's more lenience because now they just want to get people hurt. Damn, 12 years old. Yeah, I was chilling with the homies at 12. A kid out of elementary. My cousins would come swoop me from elementary, homie. And then my dad got on alive, homie. So that just took me over the edge with shit. Like that's when juvenile hall. We would have dances with the girls, but that was the early '80s. Back in the day, cafe. Let's go. The '80s was a good time. I mean, I was a baby at that time, but it seemed like it was actually dope. What up, G? I'm back. Hey, I'm gonna hit you. I've been on this live for a minute. We getting watch hours up though. We get the watch hours up today. I'm waiting for wifey to get up anyways. When she wakes up, I'll get off this live. Yo, the females they work the mess hall. Damn, inmates they work in the gym. Oh, you know people were getting pregnant. uh, on Crib Mac on 5-5. On the 5-5. 5-5. If a person from Colorado goes to prison and wants to join a Chicano Mexican gang, which top three gangs in order are the hardest? I can't say who's hardest, bro, because every yard's gonna have like different programs. So you might go to a yard the Sureños are deep, deep. You might go to a yard the G's are deep. You might go to the yard the LPPs, the Paisas. So I can't say who's the hardest. Every yard I've been to, Sureños was pushing a program. Every yard I've been to, the G's was deep. They were pushing a program, and everybody's willing to go. So I can't say who's hard. Now, structure-wise, the Sureños, they had like a lot of structure. They were like one of the most militant with structure. They had their own pods, but we had full access to them. That's what I'm talking about. I brought my Bible with me. Nice, homie. That's good. That's hella good. Hella good. Yeah, that's good, bro. Yeah, we gonna chop it up. We gonna chop it up. The prison system is structured by way of designed to make the stressful and social situations. The system knows what goes down. Yeah, they don't even care. Shit was crazy having like fifth grade homies that was active. Seeing for real, seeing them in prison, you're like, damn, homie, like I knew you in fifth grade. And if you were older too, damn, bro, you was a kid. You was a kid. Sad, homie. Fit girl shells or devil minions that speak subliminal message. What is that? Fin girl shells? Jesus Christ is King. Amen for that. Amen. Lewis North from Cole. I think he was in the yard too. Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. What are your thoughts on Elon Musk? He needs to get his life right with God. What up, awesomeness? You're lying, fool. About what? I'm from West Denver, but not affiliate. Shout out to the West, homie. Shout out to my West boys. West. That's not how it is. With what? What are you talking about? How are you doing today, Savage? You got to be more specific, bro. You got to be more specific. Do the G's and Sureños get along in Colorado prisons? I mean, they coincide. Sometimes they don't. There's been riots. There's been actual times they got in a war. They got in a war in the early 2000s that trickled down to our counties, and they got pretty bad all the way to the Denver County. So the whole experience just like blew me away. Some of the females had life, and gee, damn, they were more active than some of the dudes. Not out here. We didn't have spice, homie. We had heroin. Like, we didn't have spice in our prison systems. It was heroin, weed. But most people, when the Chiva hit, they were die, bro. Like, fools was dying off of heroin, bro. Heroin. That's not how it works. You're lying. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you, I don't know what I would be lying about. I don't know who you are, but shout out to you. Um, Pick one. Oxycodons. Yeah, oxycontins. But they're, I mean, that's just not good for you though. But I don't even, I never tried the other shit. When I got shot, got shot. They had me at oxys. I got shot, so they put me on oxycodone. Yeah, oxycontins. That shit's another level. John, what you know about politics, anyways? How much fades you catch in the pan? To be real with you, let's say I've been to 7 pens and probably every pen caught about 5 fades. Yep. I've been to 7 penitentiaries, CMRC included. Probably caught like 5 fades in every prison. Yep. You catch more fades in the county though. You know, the kids from FBP. That's one of my family members. He's one of my cousins. But yeah, I know some of them. I don't know them like personally, but yeah, I know like my cousin I know, but I don't know the rest. Like I've heard of them. I know their story. I used to know their like my cousins know their big homies. Uh, you know, but I got one cousin. He was a part of that group. They had a potential to blow too. They actually had a potential to actually blow up. Like they had all the potential. You look like a northerner. I mean, you probably think I talk like a northerner, but we didn't really like to be real with you. We didn't have a lot of Northaniels, homie, when I was growing up in Colorado. The only Northaniels we had, it was Northaniels from Greeley. They were called VNC's Vadio Northtown. We didn't really have too many of them. And then when I was on the yard, they had a green light from like 2006 to 2011. They couldn't even be on the yards morning. So I never even really met too many of them dudes, you know? I never met a MS-13 until I went to High Desert. I never met no MS either. What up, Big Adrian with the 499 super chat. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate that. Maul high salute. Let me heart that up real quick. I appreciate that, bro, to the fullest. Let's go. They fumbled the football. Yeah, they did. They did. No, they definitely did. They had all the potential to actually blow. What up with it? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to the homie, man. I met one fool. His name was Cherry. He was in CSP though. He was a North Daniel. He was in CSP, but he put in some work because he had to. They were tripping off that fool. And then I had a homie. He was from Oakland. He came out here and went to prison, and they removed that fool off the yard. I'll show you my new Jesus hat, bro. It's clean. Where'd you guys go, man? Where did you guys go on like a little trip, a little camping trip? Yeah, the Sudanos was actually like tripping. They were tripping on the North Daniels like crazy, bro. They were tripping on the North Daniels. Now, not Northside Mafia food though. Not Northside Mafia foods though. Um, the NSMs for the most part, they could be on the yards. But if you came to the yard, bro, and you had the bird on you, if you had the bird on you, bro, they were hitting you like you got to get off the yard or we're removing your ass. I felt kind of like, damn, you know, but that's the way that it goes. You know, that's kind of how it goes. That's a streamer. He was active though, lazy. That fool would stick you. He did, you know. He was one of them dudes that was solid from their shit, but he had to, you know. He was not gonna fight you. He was stabbing your ass, and he had priors. You know, he had priors so much, bro, that they kind of left that fool alone after a while. He just became an old school dude, and but he would stab some shit up. You know, he's like the only one I actually remember that I can actually remember that fools was like talking when he hit the yard. They'd be like, you know, they knew that they had to move in on that fool. There's Mexican in the Midwest. Damn, okay, yeah. What is crazy because the NSM enemies is Sureños too. Well, at that time, bro, like there was a big handful of NSMs when I was on the yard. They stayed on the yard. They probably still had situations, but there was like Nutcase, bro, Big Momo, Little Pockets. There was the Charles is, bro, Ray and them fools. They stayed on the yards. They didn't remove them dudes. Little Cheto, they went to Buny and they got into it. Um, So yeah, like for a minute, it was not like Norteños automatically when I was on the yard, they were just like tripping. You gotta leave. And there was a couple yards that the Chickies they had hit too, bro. And the Sureños were chilling with the Odies, and they told them fools they couldn't be on the yards either. The Swamptons, more of the Swampton Chickies, but yeah, I saw a couple of okay, nice. Said what are the Southsiders called? Southerners. I know people in a Samji. Okay. The Southerners, Sureños, yeah, they're Sureños, Southerners. Which Colorado Chicano prison gang is the most treacherous, or avoid joining? Um, Shit, like they all have their time frames though, bro. Because there's a lot of when you get to the penitentiary, you're gonna get to the foods that are factors. So they're all willing to go. So yeah, but the Sudan, like I said, the Sureños have the numbers, so they were putting a lot of work in. But that's not taken from anybody else. But you're gonna program if you get put on them. You're programming like you're not getting away with the program. Do you know Hitman? Yeah, Northside Hitmans or okay, yeah, Northside Hitmans. Hell yeah. Joey Smiles just scared of shit. Listen, you damn, I don't even know. I don't even know him no more. I didn't even know he was doing YouTube anymore. What happened to the morning show? I think Ride had a night, bro. That fool went to the show last night and he literally pulled an all nighter, and I think he's sleeping this morning. But he's sleeping. I think that fool's sleeping. He had an all nighter, bro. He had an all nighter. He had an all nighter. I said, "Damn fool, this fool." He was like he was sleeping, bro. Rye, bro. He gonna smoke some weed and then he's gonna get into it. I got riots with the. You guys share? Let me ask you a question. Do you guys share a prison with the Norteños? I would spend weekend in Old Folsom when I'll be with mom's boyfriend. Um, then we would spend the whole weekend there. Good memories. We went there. She married him in the prison. Then Victorville, we would spend the most weekends there. Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's wild in prison. That's a big thing too out here. People are getting a freaking they getting into it, man. Oh yeah, no. What the next podcast gonna be about? Yeah, what happened to the Wednesday show? I helped my sister move. We did the Thursday show though. We actually did the Thursday show. Grew up in prison. He said I grew up in the penitentiary. Yeah. They basically I saw early on the program, juvenile halls, bumping heads with these fools. You stayed up all night, acid reflex, everything. I got acid reflex too. Shout out to everybody, man. As a homie for future comments, laugh out loud. Shout out to you, buddy. Shout out to you, buddy. I see the clip of little Joey saying he wants the South to lead himself. I didn't see that, man. I didn't even see that. That's wild. I mean, I mean, when it honestly, when you put that energy out there, you might get bad energy back, man. The boss fighter, Aco. Yeah, we never had Sudeños really in the Denver Metro. We never really had them too much. Aurora had them everywhere, though. Like and subscribe, everybody. What's good with you, man? Salute. Do you like green olives and pickles? Hell yeah, I love some pickles. Wifey slept in late. I wish I could. Yeah, she stayed up like all night. I come correct. I was timed out for talking about. Oh hell no. Up in prison. I never going cack. Damn, bro. Another cup of Joe. Yeah, I gotta stay on it. I'm sipping some coffee. Hey, I feel y'all, man. Salute to everybody. I've been on here for about 3.5 hours. Thank you for everybody tuning in. Thank you for everybody supporting. Salute. Wifey's up now. Why do all pretty girls nowadays sell their self online like these young pretty girls in 20? Because of the Jezebel, boxing going on right now. They about to shoot the fade. See, save homie. Shout out to you, Memorial Weekend. Shout out to everybody's Memorial Weekend. Hey, I appreciate all you guys tapping in. Salute to everybody. Mile high salute. Hey, you guys have a beautiful day. God bless everybody. To the next one, man. I'm gonna get at y'all.